Anything that you're saying right here and now is going to get broadcast and immortalized as well.
So should I say it louder?
I'd say they're taking the jobs that nobody else wants to do.
Yeah.
The problem with AI and robots is that they'll take over the jobs that we do want to do. So,
Eventually.
yeah, in a year or two.
This
I
is
don't know
why
about robots. I think they were going to stick with jobs that we don't want to do mostly.
Robots will probably do the jobs we want to do.
this is why I'm trying to be
Also
rich as soon
realize-
as possible so I can own the robots and not have to work.
I have not even checked the. This will probably need to get set up too. So
That's okay.
we're all good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking of
we
which-
could do a recap.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what M&Ms are these?
The caramel ones? The dark
Why do you
chocolate
guys
ones?
keep bringing weird M&Ms?
Just to talk about you.
We specifically have another chat room where we just talk about what snack would most upset Joe.
The next time we put in here is Skittles.
I was wildly upset with the jelly M&Ms.
If you mix in Skittles with M&Ms,
We're gonna.
that is probably one of the worst things you can do to a person.
The caramel M&M texture is like the Skittles though, so it's chewy instead of soft.
It is. But it doesn't have that fruit flavor.
It doesn't have the fruit flavor, yeah.
Not that yellow is a fruit flavor, or red, for that matter. Or
Well, it's like
Blue
grapefruit.
is definitely a fruit flavor.
oh, blueberry. Blue raspberry to it. Blue raspberry isn't a flavor. There's
All kinds of things they're just called blue.
Kool-Aid.
Robert, so I have a camera I want you to try with your broadcasting setup.
Okay. Like right now.
Oh well, no. I should have talked to you this earlier, but
We could probably set it up. Any recaps?
Yeah, I can do the recap here.
All right.
After I think I said 5 days of travel through the forest, you emerged into some plains and found a small village that was on an island in the middle of a river that was empty and full of giant boulders, like through roofs and on bridges and things. You eventually found a few people who said that there were boulders falling from the sky and that everyone else fled to some caves, apparently. Some little blurs tried to kill Mars because, who doesn't want to do that? And you, the next morning, went with two of the keep's guards that you pressed into service, which I don't know if I pulled them out, to these caves looking for the villagers to try and see why they hadn't come back yet. You found this cave with lots of footprints after many tries to find footprints. And upon entering, beset upon by a number of these small fey creatures that are super fast, and then slaughtered, but presumably some aggressive other fey creatures that were larger and mean looking. And that is where we left off. 3 of the fey disappeared after there was a booming voice asking them to cease hostilities. They fled back into the cave and left you battered, bruised, bleeding, semi-conscious in some cases.
by you mean just me.
And the booming voice was specifically Zoro's, right?
Yes, Zoro, yeah. Try to charm them all.
What did you say?
He asked them to stop fighting and pause or lay down their weapons. I don't remember exactly what he said.
We're in the grave cave.
So they retreated rather than just like laying down and letting you slaughter them was the outcome.
Oh, so, okay. Did he try to, charm people or something?
He did some sort of charm spell, yeah.
Can you not have it do that?
Yeah.
we don't have the warning on the YouTube video, but
I don't mind it being one color.
This.
This is fine. I can read that.
Oh, you like this better?
Yeah, no.
It's just blue.
That's fine. That doesn't
For
bother
some reason, it didn't do the game.
Is there a cave color?
This is the one I chose was cave. So
yeah, most of their lights change too quickly. I find when all of their
all right, let's
animations
do
are
a
too
nice
fast.
calm blue for the. Oh, that's not calm. We'll find calmer. We'll find.
We don't have a charm person or anything like that.
Yeah, that's kind of cavey,
I
right?
don't remember what the spell was that he used.
I think this is cavey.
It may have been. Is it suggestion? Anyway. Friends. He may have cast friends and then did a persuasion check. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what he did.
I think he has one too. Oh, are you sure he actually has the spells that he says he has?
No, we're actually not.
Well,
In fact, every time I looked over at Chris, he'd hide his character.
Yes, I think so.
yeah. His character's complicated, and I don't know what he gave you versus what he didn't give you. I'll put it that way.
All right, well,
Yeah,
that's gonna be what it is.
I guess I can look and see what he told me that he told you.
That's fine. He didn't really tell me anything. He just gave me a character sheet.
I don't know if Mars gave you the thing that he was going to give you.
Mars did not give me anything.
No, I meant for David.
He gave me a good bit of information.
Yeah, it was actually the first time I saw that document. It was very useful.
Oh, good.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, that explains it.
So it's morning. Yeah, it was like mid-morning by the time you got here. You did this little battle. Some of the you killed 2 of the little Fey quicklings and the 2 red caps, and the other 3 fled. It's dark. Well, you've got light out to about 60 feet. Right, that's where your light shade. Yeah, so you guys can see like into here-ish. Maybe you can see these stalagmites there.
Yeah, my shield is still
Is lit.
lit.
And I assume you pulled out your torch
Shield
at this
is
point.
lit.
Yeah, well, so I took the torch off of the pike, because now I'm doing sword shield, and I have the torch attached to the shield.
Well, I assumed you were hiding it because you tried to sneak in here. That's why.
Earlier,
Yes.
It did work out perfectly.
Worked out perfectly because Wraithfoot managed to not hide, so he took the initial blunt of the attacks.
I did manage to not hide.
Which is very difficult for you to do, actually. Okay, yeah, so if you want, I can put some dead creatures on there, or we can... Anyway.
We don't need the dead creatures.
Okay.
I need the dead creatures. No, I'm good. Actually, I got the look from Sean.
The look was questioning, judging.
Oh, okay. Still back down.
What are we doing here?
You want to see my judging look? I will give it to you.
No, I'm scared of that.
I don't know what it is.
So, metagaming really quick.
Yeah.
So, a bunch of villagers
Love
went
it.
into a cave and didn't come back.
So they fled the village.
Yeah.
And there was the lady from the inn thought they were talking about going to some caves, but she's not from around here, so it didn't make a
And
lot
the
of
guards
sense.
said the same thing.
Well, the guards, I don't know if did they say the same thing? I don't remember.
Is this the plot to Aliens?
Yeah, and so you spent the night in the village, and then you went to find them to see why they weren't back. It's been 3 days since the boulders rained from the sky, and they haven't come back. And so there's some concern if they're okay.
But for us, it's been...
You just spent the night. You just spent the night in the
I think
village.
we needed to rest after the fight, right?
Right. We almost got ahead. And then I go 60 feet.
Oh, so I should be full health then, right?
No, you guys didn't rest. You spent the night in the village. You came and
Oh,
you
that's
did
right.
this fight. Yeah.
All right. I'm still slightly hurt. But...
Yeah. And have you used all your second wins?
I did not keep track of that, Mr. Game. I think I used one of them. I think I only have one of them.
And they have one. Okay. So let me know if you need your next one.
Oh, I have 2 of them.
You have 2 of them. Yeah. And you get a 3rd at 4th level.
I think so.
Yes, you do. That's what I wrote down. Anyways, I just
know
want to
more
know.
than me.
I just want to know what you need.
You know more about my character than I do.
You go ahead 60 feet. You said
Yeah, 25
25
is my stuff.
is your stuff. Okay. In which direction? So there's. I don't think I actually have any read text. I think
I'm kind of staying in the middle so that I can see the sides.
Okay, yeah. So there's a bunch of stalagmites here that kind of form, like you can get in the middle of them, but they kind of form a barrier to sight in the very middle, right? Obscure sight. I don't. Oh, you're way back here, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's as far as I can get you. Sorry. Yeah. So as you look over here, this appears to be kind of like muddy water, and it appears to be somewhat warm. You also see 2 bodies floating in it, and a wet spot next to it where the red caps were.
Wait, those aren't the bodies of the red caps?
Those aren't the bodies of the red caps, no.
Are they human sized?
They look, more human-sized. And I guess there might be enough light you can see that there's actually a puddle of blood on the edge of the place. Yeah, because you'd still have some light.
Well, yeah. There's actually light here, but I have dark vision.
Well, for color, dark vision's
But
grayscale.
right. But there's still light, so I would see the color.
Yeah, because you've got people behind you lighting things up.
Yeah. And the line of I can't see past.
So you can see.
There?
So there's a big stalagmite, some littler ones. So you can see through here, but it's kind of obscured. There's a bunch of stuff in the middle here that's sticking up.
What about over here?
So over here, yeah. So you see that there's a passageway that opens up that side, a narrow passageway over here. You can see some of these ledges, like the ones near where you came into, that are about 10 feet off the ground.
So I'm going to try to sneak around to see if anything is waiting to attack us.
Okay.
But that's what I'm doing. Just looking for trying to sort of go around, look for where people are, and then not get too far away from everyone else.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me as you go.
I also cast a message to you. Let us know. I'll check in. Let me know when you want to follow.
There's 2 bodies in the pool. You should go check that out. They may be villagers.
Okay.
You guys messaging?
Yeah, message. I'll tell everybody that I'm going to check out the bodies in the pool.
Zoro, as Wraithfoot disappears into the shadows, he's like, and just like that, my love disappears into the shadows. I'll go with you.
I'm going to bring up the rear of the group as I catch my breath. The number of times I've been concussed.
As you're tearing up your clothes to bandage yourself.
Do you need more healing?
With my perception, anyone who is as stealthy as
I'm just going to beat this
Ariandor, I would see.
Okay, what did you get?
Residual effects.
Okay. So as you walk around there, you do notice there's another
Within 10
body of
seconds.
water up at the top. You do see that kind of in the middle of the stalactites, there appears to be some shields and weapons and stuff kind of scattered in there. There's guano on the floor. This main cavern is this entrance is pretty big. It's maybe 30 feet up, and yeah.
Okay.
You don't see anything moving.
I don't see anything moving.
You hear
Not
the
that
drip
I
of
would
water.
have necessarily seen it unless I walk up and tap me on the shoulder. I get that. But then I'll circle back and rejoin the party.
Okay.
The bodies in the lake.
Yeah. So pond. Yeah. So this is
Where are we all? Did you move over to the pond?
Which pond is it? The big one?
this one right here.
Who went there?
Kingsley followed me.
I went
with you.
What was that?
Yeah. And Mars is on his back. Yeah. So this is like a kind of ish place. It doesn't look terribly deep. There are 2 people in the pool. They're pale.
I'll pull them out.
Throats slit. Doesn't appear they've got any blood in their body anymore. They were drained.
Can I figure out how long ago?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Wait! These people seem to be dead.
11.
Didn't you guys tell me about what the red caps are?
Yeah, I assume the red caps killed him. I just wondered how long ago this happened.
Don't you remember the red caps were glistening wet?
Yes, I understand how that works. I'm trying to see. Was it an hour ago? Was this 3 days ago?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Can
That's what
Iodine
I'm trying to figure out. Let me take a look.
investigate the pool a little bit to figure out, is there anything strange about the pool?
Yeah. I'll get there. Yeah. So they're not decaying yet. So it's probably been less than a day. The blood on the edge of the pool is still a little wet. But it looks like it was thick enough, right, that it's not gonna dry in an hour. So you'd think it's probably this morning, maybe last night.
I can only read what the box says.
I'll tell
It's already open, right?
the group
No,
that
sure.
this is within the last 24 hours.
It wasn't me.
Was it you?
I didn't kill him.
I know.
You were with us. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what point this.
I wasn't
Is that.
accusing.
No, I could have. I could have killed him. It's very easy for me to kill things.
I give up.
But I did kill these 2.
Let's see. Do I remember?
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. Just if you need any help with killing, I can do that.
Understood.
We can make sure they're dead.
They're dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk in at the end of the conversation and say,
I stab them.
They're
Do they have any pockets or
people.
anything?
They're the
very close.
people we're trying to find.
Oh yes, of course.
Don't stab them.
Well, if he wasn't dead, he'd be dead now.
We don't want them dead.
All right.
Sidiri, one of the two guards
Just check.
that you're forced to come with you, comes up and is like, "Oh, that is Olaf,
Olaf the dead.
Renara's oldest son. I hope the rest of their family's okay."
I'm really trying not to ask. So tell us about a time that was transformational for you.
Give us all your emotional
I'm
childhood,
If I had thought about it, I would have.
formative childhood memories.
How many brothers or sisters you have?
Mother's maiden name.
The Freindel family.
It's gonna be one of those games.
They're older.
What's the research?
She has two other adult children. Well, an adult son and his wife living in the village, and then two younger children, a son and a daughter, in addition to Olaf here.
How many of these villages are missing? Is it just these two, or are there more?
20 to 30 people. I mean,
It seems like we
we
should
didn't
press
take
on.
we didn't take account of how many bodies were still in the village under rocks, but
Okay, well, at least we seem to be going in the right direction. If there's already bodies we're coming across, there must be more people further into the cave.
Okay, let's find more of these villagers.
So you asked about the pool. So it's like a muddy hot spring. It's the
There's
sort of
anything
thing that
special
would make you would set up a spa here and charge people a silver or something to come sit in it.
Zoro's like, we will return to the spa after we are done
I was a
rescuing the villagers.
Keep your pants on, Zoro. We'll be back.
No, there will be no pants in the spa.
Right.
He wears robes. No.
You realize the spa is now bloody from the dead bodies being in
There's another pool over there.
the spa.
I have read many things about spas, and I can tell you one thing: blood is rejuvenating to the skin.
There's another pool over there.
That's not medically sound.
Grandpa?
Are the
Yes.
I think we can go.
are the bodies
This
in the
way.
pool?
They were, but Claire's pulled them out. The two
Are
bodies.
you worried?
Being a little anxious.
Alright.
All right.
There's weapons and stuff in the middle there.
What kind of weapons?
And then I head out to about here.
What kind of
No,
weapons?
he's distracting us.
like the sort of weapons that peasants have and soldiers in small towns.
Not that I
Are
would.
they all piled up
Can you
on the
get me?
ground?
I can't reach them.
No, they're kind of scattered about a little bit. Like they're kind of inside the this formation of stalagmites. Like maybe this is like a circle of the wagons, and they were in there.
Oh,
Or-
like defensively.
And they look like they're like dropped. And,
Yeah.
Like they ran away and like dropped their.
They're abandoned, and they're not like stacked nicely.
Wait, so the narrative is that these villagers basically got attacked by cloud giants and then ran into the caves to try to hide from the cloud giants because it's underground. That's like, but then they were, I guess, attacked by these other creatures.
I'd like to do an investigation check on the bodies to see if there's where the majority of the wounds are. Is it on the back? Is it
Their throats are slit.
just the throats. It's the only.
Well, no, I mean, they do have. They were stabbed, like they were killed with
what was it? Are the wounds on the front or on the back?
on the front.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they fought to the death.
Yeah.
Possibly.
They're dead, so.
Well, yeah, whatever it is, it's to the death.
This
but-
is like aliens. We can make fun of the settlers. Be like, oh, they died. Let's just go in there like Marines.
and die like Marines.
Yeah, and then we have to learn. that they fought like Marines. Their last time.
See a cat.
So there's stuff spread around. Is there any obvious like signs of like people being dragged off or carried away or footprints leading in particular directions?
You can go ahead and give me a survival check. It's stone in here, so it's going to be hard, but
Oh, it's a 7. I don't think that's going to do it. Oh, yeah.
23.
Yeah, 23 without my bonus.
your wisdom
that would
plus
be 11.
11.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's stone in here. There's some bat guano, but it's pretty hard to find footprints in the hill. It's not thick enough to.
A lot of bad guano in this cave.
Well, no, there's not a ton. That's what I'm saying. Is it would be very hard to find a footprint.
The problem with I don't have a problem with the bat guano. I have a problem with the fact that there's so much bat guano, but there's no bats.
Oh. They're out hunting.
Daytime. The daytime.
Or maybe there's imported the bat guano.
Maybe they're further in. They fly over this area.
Maybe a bat.
Maybe none of us have looked at the ceiling to see if there are bats up there.
I have my bat familiar with me. I'm going to ask my bat familiar, are there other bats in the cave?
There's a bat.
Is he able to hear
You
them?
can change
The
it.
existence of bat guano probably answers that question.
None that I can see.
I mean, well, of course you can't see, but I can hear.
Well,
Bats can see
None that I can hear.
I suppose we pick a direction.
They can see
Then.
pretty well.
Really?
Yeah.
We can head down this path,
Airden's going to summon his.
or further in the cave.
Oh,
I'll start walking this way.
I was misnomered.
It's just they hunt in the dark.
Okay.
So we use.
I have dark vision.
Okay.
I too hunt in the dark when I go to the kitchen at night.
Do I hear anything down this direction?
Use the word hunt very loosely.
Give me a
You
perception
hear nothing
check.
with your vision.
Your vision is down.
Can you
Is that
paint
what it
with
says?
all the
Is that
color
what
of the wind?
They say
I
follow my
heard you
nose.
say I have dark vision.
With my
Do I
perception.
hear anything?
Oh, I said I was going to use my perception to see if I hear anything. If I said vision, then... oh, that's pretty good. Perception is a wisdom. 19.
19. So it's hard to tell because there's dripping off like all the stalactites in here, but you're pretty sure that you hear maybe a little more water down this path.
Okay.
But it's pretty faint and hard to tell over the other drips that are going on.
It's not like there's still water, something dripping into it, or flowing water?
Something a little stronger than a drip, but probably not quite like a flow.
Okay.
But again, it's hard to tell.
I could tell my fox to go scout around, find sort of the wall, and then follow it.
Okay.
Up the,
By the way, is your fox actually on fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's casting light. He's light.
So there is an opening here that it's narrow. You would have to squeeze, but he can get through there just fine.
Okay.
And he's gone.
Okay. And then Wraithfoot,
What was that?
you moved. Did you do anything up there? And
I'm sort of trying to make sure that nothing sneaks up on the party.
okay, so you're just watching. You're not
I'm
trying to find. Okay.
watching.
Okay.
Kind of in
And
the central spots that I can see here. Anything comes
yeah.
from here, there, or there.
yeah, so you see those three openings. The one directly in front of you, you actually can see that there's a chasm, like there's a crack
Oh, I see.
that drops down, and then the tunnel continues on the other side.
Oh yeah.
Over there?
Over there?
You said that directly in front of me.
Yeah,
I
this
happen
is
to
the
be-
Oh yeah,
Oh,
directly in front of
This
me.
is path,
Oh, okay.
and this is wall.
No, yeah, so there's a path there. There's a chasm, and then the path actually continues on the other side.
So the path continues over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all this green stuff is wall.
The all the green stuff is walls. Yeah, sorry. This is actually interesting. It's when I have it on the smaller screen, it's easier to see the relief.
Yeah.
To see that these things are raised. Anyway.
That's how my brain was working, but I can see how you could flip that and be like, look, it's like green space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this is green mossy floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Kingsley, are you headed down that path? This is the problem. Is one of you is going to walk up that direction? You're going to walk the direction that way.
No, I'll circle around this way, because I know the thief went. I didn't see exactly where he is right now, but I know he went this
I'm going to
direction.
follow Kingsley, and I'll have my bat on my shoulder with the idea that
Okay.
it'll just increase my passive perception.
Is this traversable?
Yeah, you're large enough. You might have to squeeze a little bit, but you can get through there.
Yes, I'll listen down this direction.
Okay. You hear movement down there.
Okay, I hold up my hand in the air, realizing that not everyone in our group has dark vision, and
no
point
one
down this
hear
way.
Yeah. Why don't we all group up around Kingsley since we can see him?
And then I start
Do you have
making my
How
way.
much life does your Firefox have, just for curiosity's sake?
I mean, he's probably
Okay,
like
just
getting
give me a
like
second.
a
No, how much
Let me
life?
check out
I mean hit points.
life.
All right,
Hold
hold on.
like 75 or something like that.
75.
No, I think it's
Good lord.
I've killed it before. It doesn't have that many.
it doesn't. That's a good question. Let me get back to you on that.
Okay. I don't know that is necessary immediately, but if he's on his own, he might.
He's going to teleport away.
So Wraithfoot's going to scat ahead.
Are we
and
all
we're-
going? Are we all going this way?
That's the plan.
I'm heading that way.
We can follow with
Like,
Mars on my back.
I only see a few of us.
Yeah, I can't reach my people.
I'm following Kingsley as well.
Okay.
If you want,
Who's
I can
got
be in
ahead?
the front again.
He's riding on your shoulder.
Yeah, he's
Ours
yeah.
is.
Until you hear
This
otherwise.
one wasn't as good stuff.
So
It's only 22 stuff.
Oh, 22 stealth. This is great. I'm interested to see how Wraithfoot deals with this. So this short tunnel.
It has a
13?
20.
20. Okay.
Dark
Good choice. Okay. This short tunnel leads to a sunken cavern with that echoes with the sound of flapping wings that hold down there in the middle. As it dips down to this middle, the bat guano is much thicker. On the edges, I'm gonna actually scoot the thing over if I can figure out. There you go. So it slopes down to that hole in the middle. You can hear the flap of wings down there.
I looked right across it without even jumping.
The guano's pretty
Hidey
thick around the hole, and then on the three edges there are ledges that are about 10 feet above the air. And you can see on each of those three ledges that there's
These 3 ledges?
there's people, adults, children, of varying races, huddled
A lot of adult
together,
children
trying
in
to
this
be quiet.
Adult comma children.
Just very wide.
And they seem to be oblivious to the fact that you are here.
game. Well, he's very
And
sneaky.
they're prisoners.
They are not fey creatures. They do not look comfortable here. They're trying to be quiet
Yeah, but
and
there's bars. And
kind
do
of
they
be
look like?
unseen.
Do they look like someone else has chained them here?
They're
Or
not
do they look like
chained
they're
or
hiding?
anything. They're not chained.
They're
and
not
they-
happy.
They don't necessarily look like they're hiding per se, but they look like they're trying to be unnoticed. If that is at all.
Are they
But are-
behind
Are they in
the
cages?
cell walls?
No, that I didn't fix that.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so
It's 10 feet up off the ground, and then the ground below here slopes down and has much more guano on it, so it may
And
or may not be thick or
Does
slick.
there appear to be a leader, or are they just all huddling and cowering?
There's not an obvious leader as it is now, and there's about 3 times as many as what I put out there.
Kingsley will shimmy through.
I'll come through
Boo.
and climb up here.
You guys are noticing that Zoro's getting a little bit antsy. Like, this is very boring.
Well, no
We
one
should be doing something here.
Zoro.
No one spoke to me, so
Sorry, I did not mean to.
So I go up to this first group,
Okay.
and I ask them quietly, "Are you guys hiding? Are you ready to go back to your village?"
We can't leave. The creatures will get us if we try to leave.
Which creatures are there more are there more down that hole?
No, by the cave, the cave entrance.
How many of them?
I'll move.
We've
5
well,
of
there's
the little
there's
fast ones.
there's
and
there's
then
the
a couple of-
blurs, but the ones that have been coming and taking people are the ones with the red hats.
How many of them have you seen? The red hats.
Only 2 come at a time.
Well, that's great. We've killed 2 of them.
I'm speaking to them quietly. And you're not in my head.
My head pops.
Shoulder angel, shoulder dragon.
You found them.
We killed 2 of them.
We're done.
So we'll escort you out.
Okay. Okay, we got to be quiet though.
Of course. I mean, of course.
Wait, he's
Wait.
having a conversation with Bigfoot. You're not
I
right.
just butt in. Well, I said
Oh, you walked over?
I was tailing him, yeah.
So the person that you're speaking to is a dwarf. A male dwarf is the one who kind of took over the conversation as you began talking. Yeah.
In your head, you hear, ask if any of them need medical attention.
Do you want me to repeat it? I can. I can repeat it.
Whatever
same
you
way.
want to do.
Exactly
I don't know
the
if
same.
this is going to change or just repeat it verbatim.
The same cadence, tone.
Yes, I'm sure that there's some of us. We didn't get away from the village scot-free. I'm not sure. We don't always see who they take, but I'm sure some bandages would be useful.
All right.
How many of you are there?
I
And
answer you.
Are you all in here?
Yes, they do.
Everyone
but
that we know is
all of
alive
you
is
come
in here.
And be quiet.
Um,
Have him take off his armor.
I think there were 30 of us
It's not
that
like-
left the village, but it was
It's
a little
one
bit of a
giant
rush.
piece. It's not like
We
it's
didn't exactly take a head
It's
count.
not your armor that's making you loud. I can't help that anymore.
Well, let's get you out of here.
People, we're going to follow the arrows out of the cave. Zoro does an illusion of a big arrow pointing out the exit.
An
Should be
exit sign.
flashing. Yeah, it should be flashing a little bit.
So as he makes that announcement, you start hearing squeaks and squawks.
I hide
What?
again.
Is this not what we're here for?
As soon as I hear that, I hide.
That's what he was saying, actually. Yeah.
Where did I put?
Oh wait.
This track.
Oh wait.
Hold on.
It wasn't me this time. That's all that matters.
You have
I
triggered the
like-
trap.
I feel like this is a math class. The entire class is huddled as far away from the teacher as we can get.
A bunch of bats come streaming out of the hole, and they seem to be agitated, and they're just flapping around everywhere.
That's our agitated.
Am I surprised? Oh wait. No.
So anyway, I'm not going to make us roll initiative unless you guys make it need to happen.
I want to step out of the exit way.
Okay.
Wait, are they
To the
bats
side.
attacking us, or are they just?
They're not attacking necessarily.
They disappeared.
I move out of the way of the back guano.
They're fluttering around. It's hard to see. I mean, if one runs into you, it'll probably not be comfortable.
You said there's skittering around and stuff like that we heard. Is it coming from the hole?
It was the and now it's coming out of the hole.
Oh, was it just the bats
Yeah.
that we heard, or was it other like squishy?
So it was like leathery wings and maybe like claws on stone. And these seem to come in response to the noise that Zoro made.
Well, at least I have an audience.
And all the villagers like cower back up against the walls in their alcove, kind of like they were when you first saw them, but a little tighter.
Okay.
I
What happened with the fox, by the way? Did he ever come back?
Let me. So he's gonna follow the edges around.
Yeah, I was just having him.
From this main cave.
Yeah.
He could be finishing that up right now. The question is he going to go to the next opening in the kind of a counterclockwise motion, or is he going to come back and try to find you?
I would say you probably report back.
Okay, so he would go back to find you. Okay. And then you're telepathically linked to. I'm not sure how he can communicate with you. So before I tell you what he saw, I'll need to know.
Spirits way to companions obeys your commands. Creatures gain statistics.
Okay. Yeah. So these bats come up. What do you guys do?
I think Mars would like
Shooting.
Eldritch blasting.
Okay.
the
Roll a
bats.
couple of attacks for me.
We do a couple of them.
Yeah. And then I'll.
15 and 18.
15 and
You're
18.
clearly not doing this right. He would miss.
Okay. Anyone else? As Mars starts.
As soon as you do it verbally, telepathically, or other means of communication.
And what is like his intelligence level? Is it like
3 to 1.
okay? He knocks out a few bats.
Yeah, he's just over there like just, having fun shooting the bat earlier.
Okay.
So 13.
13. Okay. Oh, so it's quite intelligent. Okay.
So are we in
I
combat?
rehide
You can hide. Yeah.
until I see that there's no danger. At which point I'm going to come back and say, "We need to get out of here now."
Okay. So anyone else do anything as Mars is shooting these and you're hiding?
I'll walk over to the other humans over here
Okay.
and beckon them over.
I like to do a perception roll.
Okay. Do so. And are you staying by the entrance, Clarence? There.
I will shimmy around towards the
Okay.
humans on the south
Okay.
side, towards me, with Mars on me. I'll try to climb up the side to the chimney.
Imagine this turtle with this thing on his back,
Yeah.
struggling to climb because that makes it funny. Yeah.
I think the 12.
Since we're sniping bats,
Well, Mars is, because that's something he has fun
Oh,
doing.
I mean, you're welcome to if you want.
no, sorry. All good.
I can see Mars just having fun shooting things that are smaller than him.
Okay.
That checks out too.
So,
He's laughing maniacally.
okay, as you move away from the entrance, this kind of swirl of bats leaves out through the tunnel into the main cavern. I need Zoro and Aeon to make a dexterity check save for me.
Very well.
Also, while that's going on, I'll try to heal or help any of the humans I can.
10 plus
The soldiers.
dexterity 11 for Zoro. And let's see. That would be a 14 for Evan.
Okay. You both manage. Zoro hides behind you, and you crumple into a little ball, and the bats go over your head. No scrapes. You can hear them. They're noisy in the main cave, but they seem to not want to be where they're being shot.
Okay. I'm gonna position myself
Reasonable.
over here where I can keep an eye on the hole,
Okay.
and also on the entrance,
Okay.
just to make sure that nothing comes back in. Zoro is going to walk in and stand here and say, "Villagers, be calm. There is nothing to fear. We have come to save you. Come down and follow us out of the cave now. Follow the arrows, please."
Thank
Actually,
you
was
for
that-
helping us, but you agitated the bats. Please don't be so loud.
You cannot contain this marvelness that is Zoro.
So they begin climbing down. Most of the adults climb down with one on each ledge, kind of helping the children down to the adults that have climbed down.
I'll help you on who needs help.
Yeah, I have plenty of people to bandage.
Need help? Mentally, physically, emotionally.
That's less than half my hit points.
How much less?
Who knew?
12 less.
12 less.
Well, sorry, no, 2 less.
Okay.
2 less.
You already did your channel divinity thing.
I have 2 of those.
Oh, you have 2 of those.
So I'm not going to use that, because that'll only give you a little bit.
And 12 down, or 2 down from half.
Yeah, I'll do a cure wounds on you.
Oh, and I never followed up with.
All right, I start walking towards the exit.
14 health.
No, it's good. No, that's up to 12.
And are you guys just trying to be fast, trying to be quiet? How are you?
We're trying to be fast and quiet. They're so concerned about the quiet that I can't imagine we're going to get to move fast if it's loud.
I'll try to be quiet.
Okay.
I'm gonna just have flaming spear prepared in case I see anything motion coming out of this hole. Just in case.
All right.
I'll walk in the middle of the villagers to help, so I'm close enough to help when he needs it.
I head out here sneakily to see if anything else is coming towards us.
Okay.
Specifically looking for red hats.
There's the burning firefox streaking across the cavern towards you. There are all sorts of bats. They look like they went to the entrance and then they're like, it's daylight. I don't know what I really want to leave. I mean, they're just kind of, they spread out. They're a lot less.
I'm looking for something other than the bats and the fox.
Yeah, but that's what you've seen so far.
Right. Shoot me through. Get them out.
Yeah.
The box stops him right away for wait.
The fox waves.
Yeah.
Does that freak out the villagers as they see a fox sit on a
A
bunch
flaming fox.
Flaming
Yeah.
fox.
and then runs away?
Yeah. Some of them, pause.
It's okay. It's a friendly.
Zoro, of course, will be involved.
All right.
He'll be
I keep
leading
moving ahead.
as much as possible, and then casting minor illusion spells for arrows, pointing towards the exit as they're walking. Come along, follow Zoro. I am here to save you.
And that's where we came in. So we just beelining out.
Continuing to be loud, despite the number of times they've asked him to be quiet. Totally
this
distracted.
Yeah.
There is nothing to fear.
Best supporting
Zorro
character
is here.
I am here, but of course we also have some of my friends.
The supporting cast.
My retinue.
My retinue, shall you say. Those admirers that can't stand but depart from my
And the
presence.
beauty of it is, if anything comes up that's dangerous, you'll be the first one to hide.
Of course, you'll-
Second.
Great, let's see this.
Because you'll hide before he knows it's danger. Sadiri and Taram come up.
Oh, the
Oh,
people are all walking out.
Yeah,
yeah, they're all walking up.
filing
Oh, you
out.
found them. That's so good. We'll start leading them back to the village. And they.
You're not going to stay here and fight?
Is there anything more to fight? And someone needs to protect them
Are these people all screaming
Well,
out?
I guess we're done here.
on their way.
These are all the villagers, and we killed the red caps, and our job here is done.
There are still a couple of equipment.
Well, they're not bothering anyone now, are they?
I'm assuming you're moving with the party.
Yeah.
No, it depends on if we want to completely solve the
Level up,
problem.
XP.
As you guys kind of clear the entrance, the bats start to kind of calm down and go back in there and disappear.
Mars says, yes, we have to go kill them all. Kill.
As they're going over.
Hey.
Yeah, as we go by, he's definitely shooting them.
No, we have to kill the Fae, all the Fae.
I'm not sure bats are
Kill.
flying.
No, the little speedy guys who ran away. We have to find them and kill them.
Normally I would say
Kill them.
yes.
We can let Zorro help lead these people to the village, can't we?
I don't care. We have to kill the Fae.
Oh, Zorro will not be too far from glory. He will not be distracted by mere villagers when there is fame and glory to be found.
I think that's what I had before. Okay.
All right, Zorro, now's your moment. You can
Plus,
you
I
feed
could never
pants.
stand to be separated from you, Wraithfoot.
I hide.
So they make it out.
They make it out.
Oh, this was
The two guards are happy to
A little experience bar.
escort them back.
That's escort quest.
The guards are happy to escort them back to town.
They drop mithril armor,
Um,
and you gain 3 levels.
300 gold apiece.
Zorro turns around and says, "Good job, everyone!"
Okay, so your Firefox tells you that back that direction
Yep.
that you went, there are a bunch of little dead ends to that particular
Can you
path.
communicate with your Firefox?
Um,
you can talk to them.
Most of them have like little grass pallets, and there's green boughs and flowers kind of on the wall. There's one in the very back that's full of bones.
Flowers.
Flowers, yeah.
What type of flowers?
Ones look like they've been freshly picked.
Okay.
Bird flowers.
The type of
Yes.
flowers
Walk through them.
that you saw growing on your way here, like
Yeah,
in the
I kind
plains.
of know varietals.
Yes.
It appears as though somebody may have been sleeping in one of the passages yonder. It's like the fox found some pallets with flowers and
How many pallets?
perhaps a place with some bones. Hey, how many pallets, my dear little fox?
6 areas where there were some. Yeah.
Where there were some?
So there's 6 different areas where he saw pallets.
Oh.
Well, it wouldn't
There's
be
about 6 of them.
would not be honorable to
There
kill
were
them. in their
5 of those
sleep.
little fast ones and 2 of the red hats. And yet that's 6, which is neither 5 nor 7.
That is true.
Those are all numbered.
I would say, I believe 7 may be prime.
A prime number.
So it's 5, but 6 is not. Okay.
6 is perfect, actually. It's highly composite.
Check out.
If we were to slay them, we must wake them up. You can't just go in and kill them.
I don't think the pallets
Already did
Ooh.
slay them.
Oh,
Why would we wake him up?
I thought they were sleeping.
Like last time?
They did look like beds. Like
Not
like
full beds.
like woven like
There was
grass
nobody on.
beds.
There was nobody
But he
on.
didn't report there was anyone on them. Yes.
Okay.
They're sleeping
They're
pallets.
empty.
Yes, you can wake up the pallet if you need to kill them.
I thought it was a bed pallet and there was things sleeping on it.
Hey, Kingsley, but last time we found some creatures that was sleeping, we just killed them in their sleep. I thought that was just fine.
Not with these.
Huh? Why is
What are you
it?
having a sneeze?
Goblins, I have no honor for.
Fae are
Because
even
they
worse.
have no honor.
We should kill all the Fae.
I'm not so sure.
Yes. Hey, bag.
I mean, that includes elves, right?
What?
Would we kill elves this way?
They're not Fae. They're Fae-like. Fish. Fae-ish. Kill full Fae. All the Fae. The Fae-Fae, not the Fae-ish.
Wait,
I guess goblins now are Fae.
You're big.
Yes.
Well, yeah, you're free ancestry. You're not.
I am
Fae,
fair.
yeah.
Well, these attacked us honorably and we defeated them honorably. I would have a qualm about.
They ran away. They're gone to sleep. Look at them. There's look, Hunter.
Your Kingsley, as you continue to keep this up.
Okay.
I'm sorry I
Are
broke
you
you
Mark?
because you were
Is it
doing
Mark?
so well. I'll get there. I want to. I don't. Anyway, I don't remember if I gave David one last time.
I'm still
I
sitting,
gave Mars one. I know.
I'm still sitting on 2. Or Clarence is.
Clarence. Yeah.
Well, we can go check out the pallets, or we can send the fox off to maybe scout around some other places too, or perhaps Rayfoot would like to go ahead and find
Work
something
here is done.
interesting to see.
What are we looking for in the cave?
I-
Freed all the villagers and
We're looking to make sure that more of those quicklings and red hats don't follow them into the village and kill them there.
Aye, they're really nasty buggers.
so we're going to preemptively kill all of these creatures because we believe that they're going to attack the villagers and come out from the
Right.
cave. These villagers went into
I
their
rolled for
went into their cave.
Mars to convince Clarence to go into the, and he rolled a 19, natural 19, so Clarence and Mars are headed into where the palace is.
Okay.
I'm going to be following him.
I'll follow as well.
This is their home.
It's Not for about much to longer. Sometimes not be their home.
Well, the bats are just
Yeah.
flying around in a little clump.
Yep. All right, we can take that off now. They went back. I was so glad. Like I almost didn't grab it because like they're gonna sneak in there and be
Nope.
quiet, and the bats are nope.
Not with
Zorro.
Zorro.
Zorro came
We're-
in. Agitated.
Have you met us?
Well, after last week,
Mars
last time, I thought it would be.
Clarence would be in the front,
Okay.
heading
There
walking into
we
the...
go.
Well, if you guys are going to be in the front,
Clarence got taken to town because they wanted to buy him around for
I guess,
bandaging their wounds.
Clarence is like, I'm heading back to R&R.
I need a map.
Right.
I'm way close to
So
the
the
front.
fox says that there are some bones down this corridor over here, and then there are
What does the
pallets
fox say?
around. It says there are some bones over here in this place, and there are some
That's not
pallets over there.
Mars, I don't understand your vengeance, but you've got ahead then.
Yep, 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 yep.
Here you go. Satisfy me.
I must have satisfaction.
Yeah, so we'll, with Mars still on back, Clarence will carry him from spot to spot, see if there's anything that he wants to take, potentially, or mess up. I imagine he will defecate on a couple of the beds.
Okay.
Really just ruin everything that's around here that he can.
Wait!
Kingsley
If
just
it
shakes
hasn't
his head.
been soiled yet, I will search them for other stuff,
Okay.
but not after.
Yeah, so you go ahead and roll an investigation check or whatever as you go. Yeah, so like each of these little like alcoves has like this like woven like grass like mat to sleep on, and there's like wreaths of flowers and like green boughs like on the walls and on the floor, kind of making it look like they're not in a cave.
Kingsley rolls for disappointment. Shakes his head.
And
he makes eye contact with you as defecates.
Pointing.
But
Such good friends.
Closets don't eat, right?
I have no idea. If he can't do it, he's faking it.
he's using his illusion magic.
yeah, this is minor illusion.
We have now sank to the bottom.
I'm still not talking.
Oh,
We can go further?
we can
can
go
further.
much further.
We found a bottom. It is not the final bottom.
We haven't hit hard back.
We found Mars's bottom.
I don't. Did you say something you were doing?
I'm searching through for treasure and stuff.
Would you roll?
And I would also like to look around for any Fey items.
I heard a sigh. You rolled something.
It was yeah.
Go ahead and roll an
hovered,
investigation check.
and then fell.
That was shot.
That was a sigh.
Natural one.
It's not a natural.
There's
It's like a 5.
green. There's. Oh, I think he rolled a natural one. He's also looking. There's no like manufactured items. There's just you see flowers. Like some of them are braided into wreaths. These mats. You don't see anything.
Well,
Now
I'm
If I go
checking.
through the bones, do I see like people's stuff in there, or is it just?
Yeah.
Are we rooting
You
around
see
with
their
those
femur,
corpses?
their ulna, their radius.
There are a couple of the corpses in there that have clothing that's still more or less intact. I see some marrow in the bones still. I don't know if any of you counted the villagers on their way out, but anyway.
Is all the flesh like rotted off and gone? Is it just bones?
It appears like
Like
these
a
bones have gnaw marks on them.
Oh! These people were eaten!
Thanks, Zora.
Well, they were alive or dead.
It does not matter.
I'm glad we brought this one along.
Anything else of note? And as I, a note in the room.
Okay.
Anything else of note?
Of note. Okay, you're leaving a
right
note
there.
for them?
Yeah.
I hate you. Mars.
Stop eating people.
I hate your stinking guts.
Alfalfa. No, just it looks like the creatures are trying to make it look like it's forest and not cave.
Yeah. Let's go somewhere else.
And
We gotta find them.
I'm assuming the bones is where the red caps were staying. Is there room for 2 red caps to sleep there? Or is this just one, or is this just the oubliettes?
It doesn't. There is no sign of anyone sleeping there. It looks more like just where they trash or they discard their trash.
And I'm still looking for either a 7th pallet or a pallet big enough to sleep 2 red hats.
Okay. You haven't.
Because if
haven't
not,
seen
then
one here.
there's at least one more of the quick links that we haven't seen yet. I tell these that I'm telling you. I'm not telling you that.
Okay.
You know, send us fox scouting around a little bit more.
Let's
Maybe
move.
perhaps go look down some other corridors. See what they can find. Unless you'd like to do it yourself.
Parents is moving on.
Okay. So there was a path across the way here that Kingsley looked in, and then there's a path kind of right around the corner here, and then another one up there that you
See
can
one that's
see.
close.
So you tell me
No,
where
we're
you're
not.
headed, and
See them all.
Going to the
Go ahead.
next closest path.
Okay,
Is
so you
where
guys know.
Clarence is going right now with Mars. Because Mars has been very,
Behind
very
us.
persuasive, apparently.
well, I mean, what do you do with a defecating
I'm
devil?
assuming we're keeping a distance from you.
Just walk away.
So this one,
Trying to, so that I
there's
can
this little
get myself out of it.
water's pooling here. It appears to be running in. It's maybe ankle deep. It disappears out of sight down the tunnel that this is coming from.
And this is cold water, one like the steaming pool.
Yes, this is cold water. It's not warm.
Alright, I'll look at is there anything in the pool itself? Or is it draining somewhere? Or is it just.
It appears to be draining here from wherever the other end of this tunnel is.
Alright, well. I'll move on. This fresh water. Mountain runoff, maybe? Spring.
Do we want to follow it? Perhaps it goes someplace if it's only ankle deep. It's just a flooded corridor.
I'd like to send my bat down to
Down the
investigate.
Okay. So you fly along. Your bat goes. It's gone for a few minutes and comes back. Leads out to a different side of the hill than the main entrance where you came in, kind of up on the hill a little bit,
What
not
is
all the way
over
to
the
the top. But
So I tell everyone it's just another exit.
Water has to go somewhere.
Helpful to know.
it was one of the ways you could have sneaked in if you guys didn't just have such a hard time finding the big opening as it was.
You cannot overestimate us.
I think
Survivalists.
the place with the tables and stuff is the next one that we would go to.
Yes, we go to the one with the tables.
Okay.
How do you want to approach this?
Move faster!
I'm assuming
Loudly.
you're moving in stealthily first,
I can move in stealthily first.
and we'll hang back a little bit.
Oh, try not to drag, by the way. We found out this does
Oh,
scratch.
I'm sorry. My bad.
I really want to get you like a plastic sheet for your TV. I think we're scratching it.
It had one, and Jen had me take it off because So that'll look better with that.
She's not wrong.
We
That's
should,
not wrong.
we should get like felts or something like that. Glue that on.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, like you can get like what's the word? That hard plastic sheet.
Plastic.
Hard.
A screen protector.
No, like, you like the divider they have, like when COVID happened, they put all those plastic.
Like plexiglass.
Thank you, plexiglass. Just a sheet of plexiglass.
We put it over.
I'll do that.
It's pretty expensive, that thing. But yeah. Alright, what do you hear? Great, but
What do I hear or see?
Yeah. So roll a perception check for me for the hearing. You can see what you can see.
I'm asking
Hey, perception is way up to 14 this time.
Oh. So you can hear some whimpering to the, I'm going to call it the north. I don't remember which direction we're going. You can also hear some this high-pitched chattering in a language that none of you speak for some reason, not even the druid. And you can see an iron boot up on the table. But you can't see the rest of the individual, the person who's wearing the boot. And you see little blurs flitting about the room.
changelings.
These are the quicklings then.
Or quicklings.
I'll go back and report to the party and say that's where the quicklings are.
Well, should we challenge them to a proper fight then?
Sabotage. I was wondering, like last time we kind of got separated, I think, and perhaps jumped in a little bit too fast. Is there a strategy we could use here?
Overwhelming force!
If you can
Oh, shoot.
make a fireball that big, that'd be awesome.
Well, strategically, we can
I could do that.
choke point the exit.
Aye, that I could do. I could easily put a flaming orb would cover up the entire exit.
Well, let's
For
send
how
in.
long?
But they don't need to come to us.
For how long?
Let's send in Mars
Yeah,
and have them chase
For
us.
good amounts of time.
Go get them.
I could also send in the fox, and he could come in and
Rachel,
try to get near people
how
and
many do you think there
teleport
are?
out.
They're so fast.
How many?
I didn't very close. I just figured
There's
out
at least
there.
two we know from who fled.
And there's
There, three
groups of
fled.
something,
Three
so
fled.
it's either a red hat or some other bigger monster.
Remind me what the staff does.
So,
It's napalm, right?
yeah.
So it continues to burn.
So it's like a fireball, but the mechanics of how it works is a little different.
Liquid napalm fireball.
So it has
So that's
7
not-
charges total. Use 1 charge to essentially launch this little napalm that explodes like a fireball. 5-foot radius, 1d6
Sounds
fire damage.
Deadly.
And then each additional charge can either expand the radius by 5 feet or expand the damage by 1d6.
And how many charges? Oh, there's some.
At 7, and you only get 1d4 plus 1 charges at sunset. So if you use them all, it can't recharge in a day. Is the other.
Wait, so
If he
the old
blows-
mechanic in one of the versions of D&D, probably second
Because
edition,
you can't blow all the charges.
was once it lost all the charges, you could not recharge. Is that no longer a mechanic?
In
world are we
5e
in?
most wands and things, if you use all the charges, you roll a d20, and on a 1 it breaks.
Right.
Okay.
So I mean,
They
I
saw
could
it,
do.
But that's not
If I-
information that I generally give out if it's not sought for by magical means or something. If expanding all the charges is
Yeah,
available.
choke point this. And I think your little fox would do a great job.
So I
We should
could
also
do,
send in Mars.
I could do 20 feet, right? Like that would be.
Yeah.
That would
Like
pretty
a
much
whole
take out
room.
this entire room here.
Yeah.
Or we could send. We don't know whether there's anybody in there though.
No.
That we care about.
Something that's wearing boots was in that one or this one?
No, the boot you saw the boot on the table, like someone was sitting back and had their feet on the table, but you just saw the iron boot. You heard some like whimpering up in that north end.
Okay.
Like animal whimpering?
Like person whimpering, like kind of like trying not to sob type.
And there were shadows zipping.
And then you saw blurs moving around.
Maybe there's more than just quicklings in here.
And I
Maybe the
think
quicklings
there's-
are serving
Yes,
something
there's the
else.
quicklings. There's something that was wearing boots,
Yes.
and there's something that is either crying or
So I'll
continuing to cry.
give you another piece of information because it was 2 weeks ago. The red hats have like iron boots like attached to their feet. And so it looks like that.
Critical piece of information.
Yes.
Red hats have iron.
I think
at least one red hat.
I think we cast Fireball and ask questions later.
That's not going to be enough. We're still going to have to fight. At least they'll be weaker.
Maybe set in Mars and do the fireball.
At the same time.
In that order.
Do you think the order should be first? The Mars goes in and then the Fireball.
Mars will clean up.
Fireball first.
Well, negotiable.
This is all going to be moot if we make noise heading up towards the doorway where you can actually do this.
All right. Well,
I'll set up
Were you
against.
looking at me when you said that?
I'll set up against the side of the cave here.
Not this time.
yeah. And then
I want to sneak back, and I want to sneak over here through them.
Okay, go ahead and give me your stealth check.
Yeah, we can do that.
And
where are you? You went. Where did you go?
Yeah.
You want to go over?
and then this, as a reminder, this bit here is raised like 10 feet above. So if you want to be up there, you're going to climb up and climb down. Anyway.
I got a 24.
24 in my stealth check to get all the way back to that section where the whimpering is coming.
Okay.
I am in fighter mode.
All right. I'm gonna blow
Stock mode.
4 charges of my staff and try to get like line of sight right about here.
Okay.
Can you use all charges at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be
Okay.
20 feet radius, right? So it should cover.
The room.
Okay, so you're expanding the radius, not the damage. Okay.
It's one or the other.
So each charge can do one or the other, and so you can do both if
So it's a 4x4 square.
So, yeah, so 20-foot radius
Yeah.
would be.
Or a 5x5 square would be this, right?
Yeah.
So then if I expanded it 1, it would be
Is that a circle?
2 by 2. It'd be 10-foot radius.
Here's your
Yeah.
read.
Yeah.
10-foot radius.
They're expanding the radius, not the number of squares.
Yeah. Expanding the radius. Yeah, each charge expands radius by 5 feet or the damage by 1d6.
How many circles?
So 5.
So when it was used against you, he used 6 charges to expand the radius and then expand the
or then
damage.
15.
So that was
Radius.
It's
essentially a
worked
final.
out in,
Five.
yeah, like 5,
So
5,
then
10,
it'd be
15.
round
20 is the whole disc.
So 20. 20 is the whole disc.
It's
So-
radius.
Okay, so we should do like 10, I would say, and then maybe put the rest into damage.
Sure.
So 10 would be, I guess if I like centered it here, it would include this area here, right?
Will that include the red hat?
I don't know, I can't see the
They're
red
kind
hat.
of tough. You can see their
His feet were on the table.
Where is his feet?
His feet. His
Feet was on the his foot. That's it was on the table in the middle.
His feet were on the
In the
table.
middle?
His feet.
His toes are on the table.
And
If
I
he's
have
a
a
Dr.
corner
Dre's
problem
up.
here, which is I can't see around the corner.
See, you say that, I'm thinking food.
So I can't see around the corner. So like it's
Oh.
hard for me to make that
Do you want me to-
cast.
What if you come closer to my side?
Wraithfoot, as you go back there, there's a human woman back there
Okay.
in a
Here?
somewhat nice gown,
In the far room.
nicer than
Right.
what most of the other people were wearing.
Is she chained or in something?
No, it looks like she's more there out of fear of what the entrance.
Will this area keep on burning for a while?
So it's essentially a fireball.
Okay.
You could light the table on fire, but yeah, no, it's not a sustained effect.
All right, so I'm going to center
it's
it
not
here,
napalm.
and then do
Well,
a 10
Yeah,
foot
it
radius.
sprays napalm that then explodes, kind of like fireball.
So if it's centered like right on the cheese,
Yeah.
We'll do.
That cheese is going to be
The
dead.
cheese, we're making
Fondue.
Replace.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But what about the beets?
that's just the way it is. So
Fire roasted beef.
we're getting these guys here. So that's going to be what's the damage?
Beast fondue.
1d6.
It's 1d6, and then
Do they
if you
roll
use a
like a
charge
dex
to do
save?
additional. They get a dex save.
Aiden,
They
did
get
you,
that save.
Aiden, did you
So
have,
the base damage is 1d6.
did
Okay.
you sneak out
And-
to where you were?
And already in action to shoot whatever moves that gets in my view.
Would you put these
So if I expand it by 1, then that's still 1d6 in that whole area.
Yeah.
And then if I add another 2 charges, then that boosts it up to 2d6? Or for the whole area, or 3d6?
If you use 2 additional charges, so 4 charges total,
Yes.
1 to expand it to 10-foot radius,
Yeah.
and then 2 to make it 3d6. Yeah.
Okay, 3d6. Alright, so we'll do 3d6. 6, 9, and 11.
Okay.
Aiden, did you have to sneak?
How
to
did you get
the
11 on a 6-sided
distance?
die?
Yeah, that's right.
Or not?
I was asking.
No, I've rolled checks for them.
Okay.
Okay. How much? What did you say again?
11.
Okay. And what is your save? 14? Your spell save?
My spell save? Oh, it's 14. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
My sheet doesn't have my spell save.
Save.
I do not.
You're really committing to the bit.
Okay. Okay. So those guys saved, and they have evasion.
But what I said is not wrong.
Okay.
The
That's not
surprise
so
involved
much.
with it.
Okay, that one did. Okay. You said 11 damage. Okay. So let's go. Let me write this down so I don't forget. And I didn't bring the sheet from last time, which had the damage that the one Quickling had taken. So I'll just have to try to do that by memory. Okay.
You admit to so many things.
Yeah. I was gonna say, don't tell us.
I was trying to pay because
We don't know.
one of the three ones that ran away
Illusion is
last time were
broken.
damaged. The other two weren't.
I was so fully immersed before.
You think we remember? We're going to double check you on that one. I'm sorry, he actually has 14 damage. That's 12.
The Quickling comes out with a mustache. It's a totally different Quickling.
There's no way he could have healed that much. Game is rigged.
Okay.
I'm picking up a very similar taste.
Okay, you guys can all roll initiative at this point if you
okay.
so desire.
23.
Wow. 15.
Wait, how do you know,
Okay.
how do you know what you rolled already?
9.
Because I rolled it. Because I knew the next thing after the attack was initiative.
Amazing.
Anyone beat a
This roll
15?
for all this time.
I can almost beat a 5.
15. 15.
I'm asking if anyone beat the 15. Okay, this one had. Let's see, how much life do they have? Okay.
So, to be clear, it's not napalm that's burning constantly in this room. So if I run in here,
Yeah. So the table's on fire.
yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna be. Yeah. You'll probably be fine. Yeah. The napalm was more of a flavor thing to make because I think that would be better for Aeon than just a fireball. Oh,
There are no quicklings back here, right?
I also need you to roll a wisdom save for me, Aeon.
Save.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
There are no quicklings back here in the room with me, right?
Correct. Okay. So anyone roll above a 10 that isn't Sean or Robert? Anyone roll above a 5?
Oh, Marshall is 6.
14 on the wisdom.
Okay.
You've rolled both of your initiatives, right?
Okay.
Mark,
Thank you.
Huh?
You've rolled both of your initiatives, right?
Oh, I didn't. Zorro.
Thank
It's
you.
really hard to run
That's
two
a 3.
characters at the same time, especially one runs a
So,
wizard.
okay. So let's see. You said 6.
6 for Mars.
Okay.
Oh, I had 9 for.
You did tell me
yeah.
that earlier, and I did not write
Sorry.
it down.
It's not your fault.
Sorry, I'm trying to
I
write
blame
down.
Zorro.
Okay. We'll put. And then Mars. Okay. Anyone beat a 3?
3?
Yes.
I beat a 3.
I have a 3.
A 3, a
for
4. Okay.
Clarence.
This is the number I got.
Door. Clarence.
Anybody want to switch spots with me?
Let's start with you.
Yes, Zorro would like
And
to
Zorro,
take
Zorro got a 3 as well, and Mars got a
Mars had a 6.
6. Already put Mars down. Okay. Zorro.
Clarence
Okay.
had a 3.
Okay. Sorry, that took me longer than it should have. Wraithfoot, it's your turn. Oh, I should maybe put some people on the
You move up one notch.
Oops. Okay. These guys do stand if you anyway. Set them down carefully. So one of them is at the desk. The other one is by this big rock here. And then it doesn't really matter where you put these guys because they will just spread the quicklings out. They wouldn't all be clumped together. Yeah.
I'll put this one in the fire.
Oh, was he on fire?
He is
They
now.
they have evasion and they have like +8 on their dexterity save. None of the quicklings are hurt by your fireball.
And there's a woman in the back room, right?
Yes. Yes. No, you got the other stuff.
Is this the time that we're going to die now?
Yeah, this is more than I thought it would be.
I was gonna say I was gonna run in and start to see how he's good at.
Okay, sure. We'll put this
Maybe
this
steer
lady back
behind
there.
you, and that's it.
Okay. All right, Wraithfoot. Yes. Well, so I will tell you that 3 of them ran away from your early battle and knew that you were here, and you guys did not disguise the fact that you hadn't left.
I didn't cry for surprise.
Yes. No, you're yeah. They might not know that you're here.
Yeah, I can't get all the way over there and around except
Zoro's messaging you.
So
It's like,
and
did you find anybody that we need to save?
I have a plan. If you switch spots with me on the initiative roll,
not even a chance.
you want to hear the plan first?
His damage is a lot higher.
My damage goes from 20d6 to 1d6 if I switch places with you.
I could do 2d6.
In the middle of 1 and 20.
Math. So, it's very interesting.
If you average 20,
No,
the 2
okay.
and the 0, you get 1.
Okay, but here's the
Matt,
thing.
If the battle goes long enough, then my damage averages to 2d6. So yes.
No, so okay, here's the thing. I can do 3d6, but I can hit 4 of them at once on a strength check.
Go read, bud.
No, no,
Alright.
not a chance.
I improved. I talked before doing something.
There is a point where I specifically chose feats to let me go first.
Yes.
I keep
Give him his moment.
throwing this.
Oh, right,
thing.
people.
Tell you, Mars will switch with you.
I'm using my bow.
Okay.
Right,
Because
people.
and
Does
I'm
anybody need
I
to
think by the
say?
time we get
going
Mars,
to
it's not
shoot
gonna matter.
the
My whole plan strategy always relies on
the red hat.
Okay.
Because against him I will have. Do I have advantage against
Yeah,
him?
so
No,
not
he's
gonna
not
do
advanced. He's not.
If you're hidden, you would have an
Okay.
advantage if they don't know that you're shooting at them.
You can take a feat for
I get-
four is to
And yeah, and you have advantage against him. Yeah, because he doesn't.
or those I think that you
Totally not surprised.
earlier.
Just
So
advantage.
I took a feat that allows
Okay.
me to swap places with someone on the initiative turnover.
1
Yeah.
plus 2 is 3.
Um,
And I love that you like walked in through their front office door and like into the stockroom without them noticing.
That's a bonus action, and then I have Arms of Hadar.
But this doesn't.
Show
I
off.
have advantage, but it
Hit
doesn't
punch.
count as.
But it's not a C step as a. It's not a spell.
If you have advantage, it counts as sneak.
Well, so
Okay.
That's one
Yeah.
spell.
Lord, but he said that because
So that
I
makes
hit
it
filter on
1
this,
plus
I
2
didn't
plus
realize
2.
it was
That's
on
5d6.
So he's giving me the exception. I can use my Misty Step in addition with.
So, okay.
Cool.
Wait,
If they heals, I
something's-
just pop in and then
That's fine.
disrupt.
You could run in, disrupt, and pop out.
Right. I don't. Well, I can't run that far. Total and do things. But yes, that's also the idea.
I forgot to follow up with both of the warlocks about what their level 4 choices. Anyway, so if I don't give you anything, that's why. It's because I didn't write down what.
You're assuming that I also had plans.
I didn't follow up to see if you had made plans since last time I pestered you. That's.
I did actually while we were in the middle of the session because you can just click
Yeah.
through the level up process. It's nice.
That's 21 damage.
And this is the one on the blue disc.
Yes.
And what was your? I assume that you hit, but anyway.
That would have been dirty 20.
120, yeah, that hits. Okay, 21 damage. You said.
21 damage.
Okay.
Is the wake up?
For a minute there, I was confusing his AC and his hit points, and it was not making any sense whatsoever.
Were the wake up nastier than the other ones?
They're tough.
They can.
They
They are
didn't get attacked by a red cap.
Yeah, they never really got a chance to really do much. But do we
But
decide
hit
that we
them with
have?
a crap ton
they
of
they
damage.
look
Yeah.
they look menacing.
Did we decide that we have any knowledge of them?
Yeah, Mars and Arendor, I think both have some knowledge about
Yeah.
how they're
So enough to share.
not
like,
nice creatures.
Enough to share about.
They're born of
certain
Ray
tactics.
got
murder.
really excited and told us that their hats were red because of blood.
Well, you saw that once the light came in.
That's true.
Okay.
You're very excited about that.
Her movement speed is 30, right?
Presumably she's a human. Yeah. I'm really glad
Can
that
she get
she was
out?
not in their fireball range. Anyway,
You could dash.
Can she get out with a dash?
if you can coax her out, yeah.
Okay.
Do that.
I will tell her
No.
that
Leave, fools.
from
Really?
leaving, if she can get out of here, it's clear all the way to the exit. The rest of the villagers are left,
Why, you fools?
and I will try to not persuade because that would be an action, and I don't have that much. But encourage her to
Yeah.
flee. Take
I'll
this
let you.
time.
I'll have you do a persuasion check. I'll just put the
Take this
DC
time.
higher.
To actively encourage her to flee.
Yes. Okay.
Gesture.
It's like this giant bear. It's
Why
like
is it all hide and low, hide and low, hide and low?
Okay.
Balance of all things.
Persuasion is only a 12.
Okay. That's so she's
Pretty good.
looking hesitant, like
That's like,
she wants to get away,
we've
but
got-
she's still
we've got
not sure the opening is safe.
we'll keep them
Okay.
distracted.
This guy, Kingsley, you're on deck. This purple one is gonna move.
Was that my bonus? Action?
Oh,
If not, I want to hide.
Yeah, you can go ahead and try to hide.
I was holding an action to shoot anything that
Okay.
moved up. Can I see this guy move up?
No, he's gonna hide. He's gonna move close enough
Against
to
the
the
wall.
entrance, but still hide. Yeah.
This is great, right? She doesn't see me. I
one
pop
more
out
this
of
way.
nowhere. I fire an arrow,
Arrow.
and say, "This is a great time to leave," and then I
Disappear.
disappear.
Yeah. See, it's such a good time to leave. Okay, Kingsley,
Demonstrate.
Lead by example.
it's your go.
So only one moved up.
Yeah, and you didn't see that. Well, only one had a turn so far.
So I think I'll hold the choke point. I will get in this sort of entranceway, or I'll shoot red cap
Okay.
across the way. Then I'm gonna just block the entranceway.
Okay.
This is not.
So it's just a straight dex attack here. Not my forte, but we're shooting a short bow. And we got a 17,
Okay. 17 will hit him.
and then I do
I look jalapeno.
6 damage.
Damage.
Oh, 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more than 6. Okay.
A little bit more than 6.
All right. Aeon, you're on deck.
Plug again.
Okay.
So I was hitting blue red cap.
Blue red cap. Yep.
Blue smirk.
Man. He's actually gonna move back.
The blue one?
Yeah, the blue one's gonna move back here, so he's unseen. Okay, Aeon, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam right here.
Okay.
There's another. It looks like there's another choke point here. It's about
Okay.
5 foot wide.
Moonbeam, I think, is a 10-foot square, right?
It's a 5
Actually, that
foot
is a good choke point.
radius.
I can do that and help the lady.
So is that 10 foot
So
square?
you're moving.
Oh, it's
5 foot radius.
You're not
would
limited
fill
to
up the 1
Well,
square.
if he's gonna do moonbeam, let's do that.
5 foot radius means it's a 2 square
Oh, it's a
diameter.
square diameter. So that should be enough to block this
Yeah.
entrance here, right? So I basically want to position it in such a way that any creature trying to enter there would have to pass through it.
Okay.
So this area here. Let's see. Would that catch anybody in it by any chance?
What does Moonbeam do?
It shines a beam of light down that does, I think, radiant damage on people at the start of their turn or when they enter it, and it also
2d10.
uncovers illusions.
Do you want to give us some clear?
I believe the old one. Yeah, there you go.
That
The
could
old
be-
one, I think,
It's just
version
pleasant. Just
changes.
moonlight.
Like
I want to
yeah.
be flabbergasted that there's light in this cave.
Is this for the movie?
Yeah. Now I'm curious if they changed that or not. It's not.
I don't know which one it is. Yeah, you started there. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 foot radius, 40 foot high column. Constitution saving throw where it takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. A shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantaneously reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
This could be a really interesting spell for this party.
Mostly for Zoro.
Mars also is
Yeah.
disguising
Also
himself.
Mars, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's specifically shape changers. I didn't realize. Anyway, that wasn't illusion magic. Okay, so that's what you do.
Yep.
Okay.
So to block off that area, and then the fox will he'll position himself here.
Okay. Okay.
And growl.
Mars is on deck. I'm trying to think of what my creatures would know about the moonbeam. I mean, that could be fatal for one of them.
Good. Let's do what he shouldn't do.
We'll have the first one at least try it, and then the others will potentially learn. So the red quickling is going to go through the moonbeam,
Okay.
and it's going to go at Kingsley.
All right.
All right. But it enters into the moonbeam.
Yep. So
And?
2d10 damage. It saves, so it takes half of whatever you roll on 2d10.
Okay. Let's give me.
Roll high.
Seriously. Yeah, you're good. 15.
15. Okay, cut in half. 7. Okay.
Round up.
Round down. What? Not that it makes a difference. Okay. All right, Kingsley.
Yeah.
Dagger. Oh, that's a low shot. That's not going to hit you at a.
And move towards Kingsley, right?
Yeah.
Already moved.
Yeah.
So
At an 8.
It's already there.
The 27 will hit you,
27 low.
and 25 will hit you, pretty sure. Okay, and that is 9 piercing damage plus 8 piercing damage. So it's 17 piercing damage total. So this thing runs up and attempts to stab you 3 times, but only manages to get you twice.
For the one that misses, the first attack,
The first
I'm going to use Repose,
Okay.
which gives me melee attack roll against them.
Okay.
It takes me.
Don't get hit.
I have to spend a superiority die, but I can get an attack back.
And it's a disadvantage
Crazy how you get
against this creature. That you have disadvantage attacks against it.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. This is not your riposte. This is you're attacking a blur.
Both great, actually. I got
Yeah, we can do some damage pretty quickly.
Take this one.
17. Yeah, that's a better one. 18.
Well, 8, 17, or 18, they both hit. So.
I'm going to use, because this was the first hit they got on me, I'm going to use my maul and topple them over. So they're going to have disadvantage on their rolls against me on the second hit.
Well, they might not actually get the second and third attack here. That's
fine.
10 damage.
Okay, yeah, they don't get a second or third attack.
I don't think I can throw my superiority die in. I think I just lose it.
Yeah, if they're such a tiny creature and they're toppled, it's
Oh,
just like
no,
a baseball bat. It's just
Sorry,
like
I get to add on my superiority die as well.
It doesn't
Do the
matter.
damage.
It's dead.
Oh, it's dead. Oh.
Yeah. So you do not take.
But I'm going to anyway.
You go for
Crush
it.
his head with another 3 damage.
You did not just take 17 damage because as you parry the first dagger with your maul, you just come back around and just this thing.
Love
All
it.
right, Mars, it is your go.
Mars will hold his action until he comes in
Can you
sight.
remove them?
Move who?
The red.
It's gone.
It's gone. Yeah, someone already grabbed it.
Already dead.
He will hold his action with Eldritch Blast to hit any fake creature he sees when Paris moves into range.
Okay. The yellow quickling. The yellow one is going to run to the far corner by Mark and David. Yeah. Okay. Arendor, that takes us to you.
I just think it's so funny that little white glove hands. Actually,
I still smile.
What was it? Super Smash Brothers? That was the
The hands,
Yeah,
Master Hands.
Yeah, Master Hand.
Mark, quick question. Your moonbeam, does it hurt everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But you've never seen it before.
Yeah, but I'm going to be marveled at the fact that there's a beam of light in a subterranean, which just happens a lot.
It's actually an interesting thought. Does it matter?
You can still shoot.
Yeah, well, I will, however, cast Poison Spray.
Doesn't say anything about it having to be spelled.
About
cast
Green
outside.
Quickling.
Some of the lightning spells have to be cast in a large enough room.
Doesn't say anything like that.
Lord Almighty. Nothing.
What did you roll?
Natural 1.
Okay.
Wait, is it an attack spell?
It's an attack, yes.
What? Sorry, what did you do?
I cast Poison Spray,
Okay.
and...
Oh, you can't. You couldn't even have gotten that far anyway, so... It's got a 10-foot range, doesn't it?
No, well, I have one of the little feats that Warlock get. I can get 30 feet per Warlock level, so it's a 100-foot range.
That's
now.
cool. What? That's nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's like a spell sniper.
And that was the whole idea.
Okay. That takes us to the green quickling. Clarence, you're on deck. The green one
Don't try to run past me.
can't. Let's see how far.
They won't try that twice.
The green one's gonna run up to the edge of the moonbeam and throw a dagger at the Firefox, and then run back and hide in the little alcove right in front of Mark. They don't have a ton of daggers, so that's not 13. So 13 hits.
Pretty sure it does.
That Clarence, it's your go. If a 13 hits, you took 9 piercing damage.
Alright. Let's see. It would be helpful if I wrote down things like, I don't know, AC.
From here, can we see anything?
So if that green one's tucked back into the
It's
alcove,
13 natural armor.
okay, so that hits, yeah.
Did
9
they
piercing
get in
damage.
like this area?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if this was actually submersible or.
Yeah. Well, it's it kind of sticks out, and I was trying to get behind the curl. Yeah, the yellow one is actually on the wall there, but that's okay. You might be able to see the yellow one. I'm not sure about the protrusion that sticks out from the north.
Yeah, I was thinking probably not the yellow one for this angle.
Yeah.
I think we. There's some wait us out.
Beat him up.
Yeah, I can't get enough through y'all, so.
How long does Moonbeam last?
It's a
Concentration?
concentration for a minute. This is the spell that my daughter casts all the time.
It's a good spell.
And he can use his action to move it,
Oh,
so he doesn't have to necessarily just get rid of it if he wants to.
just like real Moonbeam.
So, these guys can move fast when it's their turn.
Not as fast as light.
But not as fast as light.
120 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a pretty cool speed spell.
I could change one.
Can
but
you
I moved
change-
90 and they moved
Can you change
faster.
the shape of it? Does it have to be 4 square, like 2 by 2?
No, it's a cylinder. It's 5
Oh.
foot.
So it's coming down from the top of the cave
Yeah.
like a disco light,
Okay.
spotlight.
I will hold. I'll hold Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Only thing I can see.
Okay.
And Mars is still holding Eldritch Blaster and he can see.
Dong.
Okay. I'm missing a quickly. Oh no, it's right there.
Oh, you killed a quickling. Oh, there's actually another quickling.
The blue one will run up, throw a dagger at the Firefox, and then run back, so you don't have to move it.
Back to here.
Yeah. That is an 11. 11 misses.
Phew.
You can't roll much lower than that. Okay, Zorro, it's your go, and then Wraithfoot, you're on deck.
Zorro.
Color spray. How long? Where does? Oh, wouldn't we have seen it come into view?
Oh yeah.
So
Mars' thing goes off, right?
Yeah. So for Mars, yeah, what is
There's a disadvantage. The attack.
Natural 1. Toll the Dead may actually be a.
It's a save on their
Save.
part, isn't it? 17 plus something. As long as it's not a strength save, it's gonna be higher than a 14.
Yeah. So Wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom. Yeah,
it
so it
saves.
saves.
Awesome. Very effective.
But good catch.
Okay, this trigger. I think Zorro is just going to do something basic.
Something effective or ineffective?
Oh, yeah,
That's the question.
He's just going to do a Mind Sliver.
Mind sliver. Okay, like that's a save on their part. Can we see anybody to cast it on?
He is going to. Yeah, from where he is, I think he can probably see this guy. Right?
Okay.
Can he not? I mean, I guess there's a crate here. I don't know if he's cowering.
Is that a crate or
Well,
a table?
it's a crate, yeah.
Crate.
I mean, they're short.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I'll let them give it a go. It's a save on their part.
Yeah, I think so. You have drive a driving spike. Spells increases. It says psychic damage, 1d4. Oh, intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Okay, it saves.
Okay.
Double check. To make sure. I was
Sliver.
looking at, okay, yeah. I was looking at wisdom, but intelligence is only
It's
one.
really hard to run a wizard if you're not familiar with their
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Wraithfoot, that takes us to you.
The first thing I'm going to do is try to persuade her again and say, "It's blocked off. They can't get out. Now's your best chance."
Are you going to spend a bonus action and action on that? What is your...
Feels like advantage.
That would want to be I'd want that to be a bonus.
If I was in a cage,
Feels like
you wouldn't have to
advantage on
try
my
hard.
persuasion.
Like if you open my cage door, like you wouldn't have to try hard to persuade me.
I know.
For safety. Like cool, I'm ready.
especially from like a bear.
I talked
Like a
about
bugbear.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the persuasion check. Yeah.
If anything, that would probably be a bonus. Unfortunately, if I'm not doing this at advantage, that looks like a 10.
He rolled
10 to attack
10.
or
No,
10 to persuade.
Persuade.
Okay. Yeah, she
It's even
comes.
less persuasive
She
than
comes and she
before.
looks
But
around the corner
look,
to see what's
it's
going
like
on.
We've got this covered.
You're also talking into your hiding spot. So she's like, yeah. So she's like looking. She's like looking. Now that she's seen arrows and stuff go, it's more persuasive.
Line of sight to the blue guy,
Okay. Yeah.
and I will try to shoot him.
Okay.
I like it how our metagame talk is slowly influencing the DM. Love it. She would run out. I mean,
Well, no, so it's a matter like these things are quick, right? You don't want to run if something's going to stab you in the back. But seeing that there does appear to be something bottling it up,
yeah,
that makes it more appealing.
it does.
Anyway.
I agree.
I'm just glad you guys didn't kill her with your initial volley of stuff. That was my goal. It's for her to,
Well, I was keeping track of. They were doing that back there, and she was back there.
Yeah.
So,
but they didn't know that.
I was.
Yes.
She's good.
Now, the blue guy is. Wait, does he know I'm here?
Not like
He might, because I started speaking first.
Yes, he rolled very well. He knows you're there. You don't have advantage.
So I don't have advantage. So it's just a straight arrow shot.
Yeah.
No sneak, no advantage. He's not engaged.
It's hard to be a thief.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit him.
Yay. We're down to 1d6 damage.
I'm sorry,
life
Rogue.
is so hard.
That's a 6 points of piercing damage.
Better luck next time.
He's
you-
not happy.
You,
Yeah, pretty good.
but if I'd shot first.
He rolled well enough that I think he saw through your hide.
On shot first.
Really? Because I rolled a 22.
Oh, did you roll a 22? Okay, never mind. Yeah, if you hadn't talked first, you would have just killed him, probably. Unless you rolled like a 1 on all your sneak attack damage.
Well, it would have been, what, 2 more dice?
Yeah.
And since I've used my bonus action to try to convince her unsuccessfully, I will use my movement to hide behind the wall. I still, I want to be like here, so if anything tries to come
In
this
the
way.
cage? In the fire.
Is there a place where I can be where if anything tries to come here, I get to get it before it gets to her?
You could probably convince her to scoot back a little bit behind you.
You could push her back into the cage.
Yeah.
That
Well, she wasn't in the cage.
back in the cage.
She wasn't in the cage before.
Yeah. She was just.
Now.
I've come to rescue you.
Okay.
You
How
really should be
intelligent
running
are
for
the
it.
red caps?
While we have these guys distracted, you should really run for it.
Okay, yeah, I really want him to charge through because I know he has the health to survive it, but I don't think he would.
Does he know that he doesn't have the health to survive it?
Oh, he does have the health to survive it. He could actually get out there and fight, and I could actually get one of these red caps
How
to
wise is he?
attack. +1 wisdom, average intelligence.
Where did he go to college?
It's his alma mater.
Okay.
Did he graduate?
Is he backed by a venture capitalist?
CMU, but the other CMU, not Carnegie Mellon.
There's another CMU?
What's the other scene?
I just made that up.
Uh,
I didn't go that far with that.
okay, he would just try to tuck up against that wall a little more. Okay, Kingsley, it's your go.
So this moonbeam thing's still in the way.
Yeah.
I really only have. I'm kind of a one-trick pony with melee. So I can, I guess, move and hold my action again, or I could move and try to shoot around the corner. If I could just go.
He might not survive that.
I guess I'll move to here.
Okay.
And then, can I see this little red cap over in this
I
side?
don't think you can see that one there. I think there's rock, but you can
What
see
about
the
this
blue one. Yeah.
I'll shoot the blue one.
Who goes after you and is going to go where you can't shoot him if
I'll shoot it. Before he goes where he can't be shot.
he happens to be the leader of the group and he's the one who's going to kill
Whether
first.
It's Papa's Nerf.
The other option is to stand here and hold an action.
Well, yeah, shooting him makes sense.
Does it? I think I'll hold my melee. My melee is much stronger.
Okay.
So if a quickling charges up to me, I can fight back.
Okay.
Unless he goad me on.
No, his goal right now is to hide and nurse his wounds.
Okay, I shoot it. I'll just,
That
I'll just
goaded
pop
you
off
on.
a volley. I will throw my trident across the room.
Of course you have a trident.
I do.
Does its
Everyone
range?
wrestling with various weapons.
The question is where you carry all this stuff.
Oh, yeah. Don't ask those questions.
Only with him. That
He has a weapon rack strapped
But the
to his
trident gives
back,
me
like a
better-
hiking backpack, but it's got like 6 slots.
Yeah.
It's just carrying like one of those garment racks.
What's the
Just
range on a trident?
Little wheels.
Is it 2060?
That's a good question. Luckily, I loaded up a weapons rack inside my thing here. A trident. Spear. I should have highlighted it on my
It
sheet.
should be an advanced, not a normal.
Is it advanced? Who knows then?
Are you looking at the stats for tridents?
Yeah.
Just want to know the range. It might be at disadvantage.
Oh, trident. There it goes. Range 20/60.
Okay, so it'll be disadvantage because you're at the long range.
Oh,
You're
it's
past the
more
short
than
range.
20, or more than
More than 20.
yeah, more than 20.
Yeah.
Oh, still good. That's 21.
21. Wow, disadvantage 21. You hit him.
Yes, we do. And I have to flip back to what
Sorry.
the does. Trident, because
It's 1d4 damage.
so
That's-
versatile is if I use 2 hands, and if I throw it, it's not then versatile, right? It's just the standard damage. Yes.
Sure.
Any
Should've-
DMs in the
should've-
house?
You're not throwing it with 2 hands.
Well, not with that attitude.
So that'd be 7
Not
damage,
effectively.
and I don't think Trident does anything special beyond this because
Well,
But it's
7.
per point, right? 7 damage per point, so that's 21.
so
You
7.
only needed 4 points, which I think even if you rolled a 1, you
have
probably
to-
would have done.
You have to, but then you have to roll 2 hit on each point.
Oh, yes.
Because it's possible that it just like
That's
goes
just
like
insane.
that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say. If you miss with a trident, or try
Trident again.
Okay, Aeon, it's your turn and Mars is on deck.
So he's dead.
He's dead. Yeah, he had 4 points of life left.
Fantastic. It spears right through his neck and on both sides of his head. And he
Tactical
slumps over.
mistake. I should have shot first.
Yep. Yeah, literally, if you rolled any other dice, you probably would have killed him.
Thank you.
All right, Papa Smurf, I'm gonna retire you.
Yeah, because no, thank you. Minimum damage is 5 per die.
How
No,
are we
it's not.
feeling?
No, it's not. I take
How are we feeling? Are we ready for like some melee?
Not yet.
Yeah, I got more superior dice. So.
Not yet.
I'm very ready. But
Let's
I
get
don't
variety
need you
first.
to drop your moonbeam.
She's not moving.
Well, he can move it.
Oh, okay.
He can move it and
I
attack
was gonna
someone that way
move
with
it
his.
and like go park it on somebody. So
Oh well.
and do
Yeah,
do damage.
I'll block this doorway if not.
Okay. I'm gonna move this over here.
Get the one in the corner. Yeah.
Imagine
It'd be great if I had known that you had the spell and I would have made him like undead or something, so like the moonbeam like reveals it there.
So I
Just
think
for
they
fun.
have to do a save, right?
Yeah, on the beginning of their turn, they save and take the damage.
Oh.
They take.
Don't they take damage like right away?
It's at the start of their turn, so that they don't so that they don't take it twice, but
Well,
it gets to be
I
continuous
thought it
damage.
was when they enter the moonbeam or
When they start their turn there, or they enter it for the first time
And then
on their
this
turn. Yeah.
little guy over here is gonna do a fire seed.
Because otherwise, you get to do the attack twice that way.
I want to move it back and forth really, really quick.
Yeah. In out.
60 feet.
Something about like Spirit Guardians that you get away. Quick in. So like,
He misses.
The guardian weapons, like the
no,
floating-
the Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians,
It
yeah.
could be that way. It
Yeah.
wasn't like what Greg said. Like,
Mars.
Step out.
Yeah, step in, step out,
Yeah, like,
step
you have
out,
like
step out.
30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Go back and forth.
As long as you don't invoke tax of opportunity, it's not weird.
Yeah. Well, it's just 15 foot radius around you. So
Even
pretty-
better.
But it doesn't work that way.
Okay, Mars, it's your go.
Game of the
It could
game.
work that way.
Mars. You are
Mars? He will continue to hold his attack until he can see something.
Okay. The yellow quickling, Constitution save. That does not save. Go ahead and roll your. Roll your damage anyway. 2d10 radiant damage.
Movement damage.
Oh,
2d10.
Yeah.
2d10. Sorry.
I believe that's what it is, right?
I was like, I was doing something else.
And Arendor, you're on deck.
It's very helpful, by the way.
9.
I've been forgetting to do it. Okay. Thank you for rolling more poorly than last time. Okay, the yellow one will leave because it doesn't like being moonbeamed. And the most threatening thing in front of it is, the giant person who did not hold their action in the end. Kingsley. That is, that did not hit you. That is
riposte.
cocked. Okay.
So this be with a disadvantage?
Disadvantage, yep. Don't know why I'm rolling.
Ooh, 10, not so good.
10 doesn't hit. So the one was a 20. This one is a 14. I don't think the 14 hits.
Nope.
Okay. 9 piercing damage as you get daggered by this thing.
I missed.
Arendor, it's your
I'm
turn.
about to miss again.
I imagine
Don't miss.
Mars can now see the other guy,
Oh, yeah.
and so he rolled a natural 16 on disadvantage.
That is just enough to hit.
Well, it's natural 16, like you rolled.
Oh, yeah.
5 or whatever.
Yeah.
It is. With 4 damage.
4 damage.
Force damage.
Okay. I'm glad it wasn't a little more, because then I would have to maybe retcon something. Okay. Mars, Arendor, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm going to advance forward.
By the way, something I want to know from the two of you is if it's better for you not to have turns back to back, or whether it's easier to have it back to back.
Either way.
Anyway, if you find it easier, because I can fudge the initiative if it's easier when you run two
You're talking
turns.
to a professional here.
I'm just going to attack yellow,
We've
Okay.
been playing D&D for
Okay.
a long time.
and I'm going to miss.
Okay.
Flush your heart.
Clarence, you're on deck. This green one, I believe green is the color that was attacking you before, is going to come and attack you because that would be hilarious.
Do I get favored foe?
And would is that something that you actually have?
No,
Oh.
but I should.
It's actually going to flank with it, but then move to the edge after the attacks. Flank and then move. That is a good thing I did that. 14.
Aha!
Does that miss?
This is...
That is a 23.
I use my protection. Shield.
25. Okay, what does that do?
Gives you disadvantage. Put up my
Okay.
shield and block things with somebody who's in 5 feet of me.
Okay.
Reroll, DM!
Reroll. Okay, so that blocked the second one, but the third one, with either die, still would have hit.
Haha!
So I still get one hit?
So you still get one hit.
Okay.
That was my turn.
And then it's going to move to the side to leave that spot open. That is 8 piercing damage.
Nice. Do we still get attack of opportunity against them when they leave?
They didn't leave.
Still
It's,
with
it's
you.
just rotated around.
Still engaged.
Because something meaner is going to come. Clarence, it's your turn.
Something meter is going to come?
Yeah,
Something meaningless when it
purple.
comes.
this guy's going to come up in a second. In that case, room your 1, 2, 3, 4.
Throw Mars.
Here, so I
It's
can-
like this closet just like chucks into your face.
I don't know, but it would be like nursing home shock, but
Yeah.
We're going to
he's an old.
Toll the Dead on the yellow one here.
Okay,
So wisdom save for 13.
that was a fun spin. That is a 16.
Which save does nothing. And then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ooh,
The classic.
what does your spiritual weapon look like?
It's going to be a
Spatula.
a moon mace.
A moon mace. Okay,
So it's going to look like a mace, but a crescent moon.
Okay.
For it.
Sickle.
That's a mace.
You're
Mace
a pretty
shaped
sickle
like
weapon.
It is
crescent
very,
moon.
but it's not like a full sickle like sharp blade. It is a
But-
just a slight turn to it.
Tire
and
iron.
spikes going out that way.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Spike.
Um.
So I'm gonna put that right here.
Okay. So and then it gets to attack, right?
Attack this guy.
Okay.
And that's the spot you opened up that you said you were going to move into, Mr.
Yeah.
DM.
And I don't know if a spiritual weapon actually occupies the space or not. Anyway, so I'm.
Floating spectral force resembles a weapon.
Anyway.
So,
You can make your attack, and we'll figure it out from there.
let's disadvantage. I'm presuming
Yes.
the natural 2 misses. Makes 18 and a 2, but plus is 20.
I'm sure.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah. So I would be interested whether or not the spiritual weapon takes up the space.
I think it's going to be
Zorro, you're on deck.
Force, spiritual range in a space of your choice.
What's it called?
Spiritual weapon.
If you're creating it in a space, does it have to be an unoccupied space of your choice, or can it be a space that's
Okay. So this blue quickling is going
the
to
blue quickling is dead. Quickling.
Quickling, yeah, the blue quickling, and because they're technically tiny creatures, so they can move through your squares. You get attack of opportunity, but it's going to go on the other side of Rex and the Firefox. Yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah. So Clarence and Arendor, I think, get attacks of opportunity against it.
Okay.
I'll pick up my claw.
Does the Firebox
Disadvantage.
That's next. Yes, it's a disadvantage. It's still next to the Firefox.
Oh, does the Firebox get an attack of opportunity? Is it run past?
No, it ran to be next
It
to
did
it.
not
16
leave your
16 does hit.
I ran through my. Okay.
Oh, but it stopped in your area.
No, it's not next to. There should be no
5 slashing damage.
5 slashing damage. Okay, and did Arendor want to try and attack?
Yes.
Does Mars
disadvantage.
also get an attack?
With this.
Sure, he can try to claw it. Yes, with disadvantage.
Mars spits at it.
Mars does +1.
Haha. A natural 1. I'm gonna toss
That's
my
a second.
iPad out the window.
I think you need to use dice.
You start attacking the spiritual weapon because it disappeared out of nowhere. You've never seen it before. Did Mars do anything?
Mars did not.
Okay. Okay, the Quickling is going to attack the Firefox.
He just sticks his tongue out at it, running back.
Which thing? We moved already?
You moved it already. That's 25
That definitely is.
for 8 piercing damage.
Still.
I think it's still alive because I did like 9 before.
Yep. Did 8 damage?
Yeah, 8 damage. That's a 14.
That does hit as well.
For 9 more damage. I think that's enough
I
to.
think he's gone.
Okay.
So he explodes in a fiery thing, taking out
Oh.
everybody around. No.
I'm like, I forgot about that. You do that every time, and I still believe you. Okay, and then with the third attack, it will go after Kingsley
Yes.
with a 21.
I don't want that to happen. What can I do?
I don't.
I'm gonna use one of my luckies. You have disadvantage.
Okay.
And in the last game, did you use the box at all? Or not?
11.
Not really to attack.
11 does not hit.
We summoned it, but we didn't use
Oh,
it.
we did.
And now that he's missed,
Right, I'll
You
say
guys
that
can rest. Right.
the spiritual weapon, at least general consensus, that does not take up space.
Okay.
I'm gonna
We may
veteran
have
post.
I don't remember.
How many superiority dice do you have? Out
I
of
have
curiosity.
one left.
One
after
left.
this.
Okay. Stop. I need to set my timeout to be
da-da-da-da.
higher, apparently, when I'm here. When I leave my desk and my son walks into the room, the thing never goes to sleep. It's then he can play.
15?
15 misses.
Wow. Okay.
And you actually had disadvantage, but I don't know if you wrote it.
Oh, I did not.
Okay.
But if you want me to, I can give you that one.
You can't get better than 15.
Well, that one must be my hand.
No, I'm only going to make a fumble if it's an obvious choice.
That would be 21 on the other one.
All right, that takes us to Zorro.
Zorro! He sees
Fireball.
this guy there. He's like, witches' bolts!
Remind me
Just
how.
like that.
And he is attack roll. He got a 15 on his roll.
Okay, 15 misses.
It's like,
This purplish crackle of lightning goes right between the Quickling, which is like right next to Kingsley because he's not very big, and like singes his cape, and then goes past Wraithfoot, who Zorro didn't see.
sorry, my bad.
All right, Wraithfoot, it's your turn.
So there's a quickling near me.
And pretty much everyone's engaged, so
All right.
if you want to get close, you've got sneak attack, but you start at disadvantage.
Sneak attack.
And is there any more red caps?
Not that you can see.
Red-headed ladies.
Red hats. Yeah. Linux.
Red
Little
hat
penguins
Linux,
running
yeah.
around.
Enterprise.
Penguins are cool. Red
Is it
hat
Enterprise or
penguins not so
Community
good.
Edition?
All right. Which one of these guys looks more damaged?
I think you can only see the one from where you are.
It looks like this was
The blue one.
that one was I could also see, but
Oh,
not the purple thing. That thing right there.
the dot.
This is-
That's your friend.
This is Mars.
That's your closet
This is
friend.
my
Is it-
spiritual weapon.
Go ahead and hit
My
it. Though.
friend,
Let's
or is
see
it
what
Mars?
It is your ally.
I will shoot at the quickling then. I don't get advantage, but I do get sneak because they're engaged.
Right. Does that work with? Wait, you go ahead and roll. I'm just.
It does work with
Okay.
with ranged.
They're ranged. Okay, when they're engaged, yeah. I think they may have updated that.
23.
Shook
to
hands
hit.
there.
Well, you can use your action to attack with it again, essentially.
that's fine.
Sorry, what did you roll?
23 to hit.
23 to hit. A disadvantage.
Oh, heart. Can you take the nat 20 instead? I really want to take the nat 20.
I'm sorry.
Do you have any?
What was your second roll then?
Maybe somebody could
It
help
was
you
23 or
Oh, 23 or a natural 20?
a natural 20.
Oh, well, you hit then.
But I want it to be a
Fine. Even without the crit, your sneak attack damage is probably enough to end this creature.
We'll see, because that's just that much.
Your average roll of 3d6 would kill it.
I am below average. This was the 13.
You're above average in our hearts.
13 is enough to kill it.
Oh, cool.
With a little excess.
Which one? This guy?
The blue one, yep. That was it Clarence that actually managed to hit it? Barely?
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
6 damage or 5
Yeah,
damage.
you're the reason that he was able to kill it.
You're
Sweet.
welcome.
Teamwork.
Wait, when I get things almost to dead and someone else kills it, you don't get.
Oh, he didn't get it almost to dead. He didn't get it almost to dead.
No, but times in prior campaigns, I get things almost to dead, and then it's like, oh no, good job, Rex, you killed
That
it.
means you don't get the experience.
Let us be clear. I have killed all of the creatures.
Instead of wisely hiding, I will use my bonus to try to convince her once again.
Please!
Now is the time to run for it. And that was a
Why don't you just
20
knock her out and drag her?
At this rate.
persuasion.
Throw
It would
her.
be faster.
22.
Okay. All right. She goes. Her initiative will be 0, order 0. But she sees you like continuing to loose arrows. She hears more combat. She did peek around the corner before and see that like there was this light that seemed to be holding them back. So
There's only
she's
one-
ready to run.
Oh, there's 2 enemies left, aren't there?
Yeah.
There's the
So
one
just
around the corner.
3. Yeah.
There's 3.
Okay. The purple red hat is going to charge at Arendor. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
And it runs into
Okay,
the.
I need an
guardian
actual
weapon.
dice. I'll
You may use it. Be nice
because I'm done with my iPad.
Wait,
my
wasn't
iPad
there?
not
What was
breaking
the spiky thing? that-
Central
That's
weapon,
what's
but it does not take up space.
Oh, okay.
David ruled that doesn't take up
18.
space. Okay.
Oh, the yellow.
He
Yellow
goes to
creature.
kick at you, and you are sure glad that you managed to dodge out of the way. Kingsley, it's your turn.
Yes.
Giant steel boots.
All right.
Coming out.
3d10
Never
plus
mind.
4 bludgeoning damage and knocks you prone.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
All right.
It's all or nothing.
I am going
Yeah.
to
That's to
give.
save all or nothing. Yeah.
I'm going to give an opportunity
And I
attack
gave up
this-
3 attacks
This
to
little
you.
quickling to me,
Okay.
so I can run over to this side of the red cap, so
Okay.
I can get flanking on
You're
it.
flanking.
That is a 19.
Well,
Maybe you won't get quite so far.
I think that does hit. Yeah, 19 does.
Over that.
That is 9 piercing damage.
Would actually be
Okay, I'll just take it.
They're all high index, so they.
Yeah.
everybody else
I would fall down, yeah. I definitely would fall down.
Now that I have advantage, I'm going to attack the red cap,
Okay.
and I have my newfound. Well, actually, I'm not level 4 yet. I'm not.
You're not level 4 yet.
Okay.
But I was thinking of giving you the dual wielder
Yes.
or the +1 weapon mastery when you spent the night, but I didn't do that. If you want to try attacking with 2 weapons, you might
Yes.
find that you have it's better than normal.
I shall attempt to do that. And
Okay,
I
you can
have
go ahead and take your dual wielder, which I think I misspelled in my notebook here.
perfect.
Welder.
Dual welder.
Dual welder. I take 2
And a acetylene
welding.
torch in each hand. That
One
would
is
be...
acetylene. One is a TIG welder, and I use them both.
It's terrifying.
You know,
If I look like a dragonborn.
If someone comes after me with a sword, I'm scared. But if you come after me with an acetylene torch,
Yeah.
I think I'm even more
A
scared.
couple
All right.
tanks on his back.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Was that with disadvantage?
Well, it's advantage because I'm flanking.
So it's a straight roll, yeah.
Yeah. So one's a nat 20.
It should be advantage because it's not a quickly he's attacking.
Oh, it's straight. Yeah, it's advantage.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a red
straight up
cap, yeah.
advantage.
Okay, sweet.
Thank you, Sean, though, for looking out for me.
I really should put this closer in my little thing here. I have to look at my damage for the first one here, which is 1d8.
2d8 because of the nat 20.
Oh, nat 20. Don't let me forget. Very low. So he might die. Let's say that's 13.
13. Okay.
Is he still up?
Yes.
All right. I hit him again. This is with my dual welder. And I get something on here
Really
that's
convenient
good to
if you
remember.
were here.
19.
19 will hit him.
Over here.
You do not exist. It's super convenient.
No, but if you were like here, you could
And this
strategically
is
withdraw. That would be good because I'd be able to put this like on two of them.
Hit all.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go before you do. So.
This one's not as good.
Well,
This
hold on, check my
is
feet.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay.
Could you like?
Is he still standing?
He's still standing.
I'm taking my action surge and hit again.
It's supposed to be a sphere or a cylinder.
Nat 20.
Okay. Wow.
This is going to be with the maul.
I'm still gonna be sad if he doesn't get to try to use his normal attack.
Not going to happen.
I don't know that there's a way. I can-
3 plus 8.
Mhm.
What did I just say?
3 plus 8.
So 12.
That's 11.
11 plus 4.
15.
15.
Okay, that is exactly the amount that you needed to finish
You
him.
just have to go through the line.
There we go.
Where all those four.
So you guys don't get to see what their 3 attacks are like compared to the quicklings.
Nope, he's dead.
Their damage is.
Because you just said that they did one attack that would kill me in one attack.
Yeah, and I want to use my second wind.
But it's an all or nothing, right? It's
Second wind to get some of my health back.
okay. Is that you're out of second wins now?
Yeah, I'm at a
Okay.
second wind.
That's good for me to know if you don't take another rest. Okay. Well, with him dead, it's Aeon's turn.
Yeah, he's going to move this here and position it in such a way that it catches
Mars, you're on deck.
these two inside the moonbeam,
And then I'm at full health.
Okay.
but not that area there.
But not.
So basically, it's just kind of curves, right? So
Well, it's a cylinder.
Yeah, so you should be able to.
Oh yeah. So if you put it right up against the wall, so it's like half in the wall.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll finish my move action by going here for our warlock.
Did you just get in the moonbeam?
You just walked
Got
into
in
the
the
moonbeam.
No,
Well,
I moved at the end of my turn
yeah.
to finish my move to do
Okay, yeah.
advantage.
So do you want to change what you're doing with your action?
Well,
Well, no,
this would have made strategic
Yeah,
sense
yeah, yeah.
to
No,
me.
it makes sense. You didn't know that he was doing that.
And you didn't know he was going to do that. So
That's funny.
Sorry, because he was talking with Arendor
that
about
doesn't mean that you can't still move the moonbeam there.
it.
He's got second win. He's fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Why don't we just move it here, and then we'll block this area here, and he'll be in the moonbeam,
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So the
and that way he's still flying.
yellow one will have to make a save.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll just
Um.
correct the damage just in case.
Okay. And then, do you want anything with your bonus action?
My bonus action.
I don't know if you have a bonus action.
Makes
No.
a rude gesture.
Yeah.
Mars, it's your turn.
It's like, you've got them, boys.
Did you roll 2 1s by chance?
See, now I'm like combining Zoro with.
Yeah,
No,
it's- I see the worlds are
It's
starting
not
to
like-
mesh, and
Yeah, it's not good.
it's like left and right hemispheres coming together.
Yeah.
Corpus callosum's having a field day here.
Mars is going to look at the green one.
Okay. He's not gonna shoot the yellow one.
No, he's going to do something different. And cast command
Okay.
and say
Hmm.
gravel.
Gravel?
Gravel.
Gravel. Gravel. Turn to gravel.
That's a wisdom
Points at the
save.
ground.
Yes.
18.
So,
Sorry, I really wanted to see
what happens
that
if
work.
you get a
It would have been
command word
particularly
you
with
don't
him.
understand it?
Particularly with him, that would have been an excellent.
No, yeah, translate it.
Yeah.
Like, you
No,
can say it in a
I'm
language
sad
you
it
understand.
didn't
No.
work.
So
Okay.
he's going to spend like the next
Okay.
6 seconds just yelling gravel.
The yellow one saved. What was the damage? Mark?
Roll 13.
Oh, 13.
Okay. It doesn't matter that he saved. Basically, if you rolled above 2 on each die, there's no way he was going to
Why
survive.
is Moonlight so
What if you
vicious?
just rolled a 1 and a 3? That's not above 2 on each die.
Like, Moonlight never
I bet
hurt anybody.
On at least one.
I beg to differ. I roll.
Arendor, it's your
I roll.
turn.
Okay.
Do not pose math puzzles to me. I cannot resist.
It wasn't a math. I was trying to simplify the statement, so I didn't include all the edge cases.
Alright, I'm attacking green one. Just
Yeah.
regular, right? No disadvantage?
It's right. Yeah, because of him straight
I'm
attack.
gonna miss.
You're gonna miss.
Unless a 9 hits.
You didn't
No,
use
9
the
does not
die?
hit.
Oh,
You did so good last
I
time.
know. But what I am gonna do though
It's
is
destroying your iPad.
Yeah, get rid of my
You know what?
virtual app.
I should just. That's it. I'm gonna contemplate my choices.
Okay.
A warlock just sits dead on the ground in the middle of combat.
Like, my patron is not helpful.
Not at all.
This creature is going to disengage and flee.
Oh.
Since it's the last one standing.
Let's do it.
Where's it
Which way
going
they
to?
going?
It's going to go and by all of you.
Into the fire.
And leave the cave. So it's gonna get
So
like
everyone
over.
provokes an
It's gonna
opportunity
get over here.
It's like 90
When it
feet, though,
disengages.
Wait,
120.
so how many attacks?
Wait,
of
but
opportunities
we
is this
said
gonna
that
Disengage.
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 doesn't hit.
So
That's
Arendor
all
and
the-
Kingsley
that's
don't get to
all the
attack
two
it.
melee.
be? What about us?
But I think
everyone-
the rest of you do.
Yeah,
is
it's
what
running
is
by.
what David looked up last time. So Clarence, Mars,
Oh, he's never going to make it.
Zorro, and it's all at disadvantage.
So we have
And he's undamaged.
an opportunity to run up. He is undamaged.
He's undamaged. Or she. I printed all the girls. I didn't manage to print the male model anyway.
Nope.
And Zorro, I don't think actually gets an attack. I don't think he has anything to attack with. So
Just
you have to have a weapon out to
slaps
get
it.
attack opportunity.
You
Like,
said
slap
that
him as he wants.
the Marzen.
Mars and Clarence. Yeah. I know. I mean, unless you think there's room for him to run around
Or trip
without
it.
going in the.
Can you trip it?
Not through me. I don't
Yeah.
think. Nope. And for Mars. Ooh! 1. 15.
15.
Just missed.
What do these look like?
Yes, it just missed. They are like pixies or sprites. They're like little teeny fey creatures.
They're kind of cute.
Yeah. So these ones have long blonde hair. The model I printed had long blonde hair. Feminine grace, but with pointed ears and.
Well, as it runs past, Zoro's going to be like, "Wait! Do not leave yet! We have barely met you."
Okay. It's gone.
It runs faster.
That's the idea.
It suddenly has the ability that allows it to dash for a bonus action. Yes.
Sure. Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll live with it.
I apologize.
I'm assuming that these are probably smoother than the actual bottom of the
Yeah,
bottle.
but still, and we don't want to do this.
Okay. Yeah, so that is that. She takes off, because it was actually the bottom of the initiative order, essentially. The lady runs after it effectively. Because she doesn't see it run.
Right to the moonbeam?
Okay.
I saw it run by us, right?
Yeah.
I stopped her then.
Okay, stop her. You said it was time to go?
Not anymore.
That time is fast.
There's one more out there. It's running away from us. Let it get away. We'll walk back with you.
So she's there. What was the combination of spells that Zoro used last time to create the illusion of like descending with moonbeams and all that kind of stuff?
He used.
Flowers, right?
He used.
Used message for inside
message-
the head. Used
Minor illusion
Okay.
and disguise self, maybe.
All right.
I don't remember.
He's definitely going to use at least minor illusion and make himself look like really buff and incredible. And not that he doesn't look that way all the time. And it says, "My fair lady, I am here to save you. You are saved because of me."
I start searching for treasure.
Oh, as you go to walk up, she's, I'm Daphne Featherstone.
Daphne Featherstone is the most
was she
beautiful name
talking
I have
Yes,
ever
she was trying to
heard
talk to you
apart
now
from
that-
Zoro.
They don't stop.
I'm
I won't
Daphne
rudely
Featherstone.
walk.
Thank you for coming for me.
It's
Do you know the others are safe?
everyone else. Well, some people were killed, but everyone else is gone.
Zoro takes
Everyone
off
else
his
is
shirt.
safe.
Oh, who was killed?
They said their name, but I was scouting ahead and I didn't listen.
Okay, but everyone else is gone.
Everyone else is gone. The
Fear
ones that were
not.
hiding are all gone. And we'll still keep looking to make sure there's nothing else here. And if there's anyone else here, we'll get them back.
You have nothing to fear, for I am here now. Zoro,
Thank you
your
so-
savior.
Daphne Featherstone.
Yes, this is the best day of
Now
your
that
life.
he's talking, I will start searching.
Okay.
Do you require any medical assistance?
No, not yet, but I'm sure I would have before much longer.
Very good.
Kingsley goes and gets his trident, pulls out of the red cap's neck. and I clean it off and put it on my back.
I'm going to kick one of the red caps repeatedly out of frustration.
That's at your feet.
Roll the hit.
Critical fail.
Did you get hit?
I took my second wind.
You technically have
Did
advantage.
anybody
but-
else take damage or?
I need to
I
rest.
took a
though.
little damage.
I blew all my superiority dice in this battle except for
How
one.
much damage?
I'm a little under half.
Short rest would be good for me. I think I get.
Oh, you didn't cast any spells that would have.
I felt like a rogue. I hid.
Is the table still on fire?
It would still be
Wait,
smoldering.
is the cheese on fire?
The cheese melted.
I cast a second level spell and cure wounds.
Yeah. No, I was thinking if your spiritual weapon missed by one, I would have given you your +2 wisdom to make it hit. Anyway, I'm thinking for that next turn when people get to increase their
I'll cast
proficiency.
Cure Wounds on you.
Thank you.
You get 19 back.
That's everything.
Is it more than everything?
It's way more. That's almost my entire HP bank in one go.
I will give you your 4th level hit die since that's the only thing I know that you have that you can get, and I want you guys to be level 4 soon.
It's like Diablo style. There's like a light beam that comes down.
Nice.
Well, there is
Okay.
a moonbeam.
So
Yeah,
in the back there, Wraithfoot. Let's see. There's like a really crappy bed there, and there's some large rat droppings.
I'm not taking those.
Thanks for specifying.
I think you can make.
We assumed you were.
You can make explosive out of bat guano, right? So.
I mean, technically, I only get a seventh of all of the bat guano I find.
Well, we had a wizard. He'd be very
Mm.
all about
Yeah.
the back guano.
But there's nothing back there in that north part of value.
As they're talking to her, I will continue.
Yeah.
And what was her name again?
Daphne Featherstone.
Oh, Miss Featherstone.
Why, yes.
If I could be inquisitive, I would like to ask your position in the town. You seem to be well garmented above the rest.
What, sir, are you implying? She is clearly a woman who is very devout and pure and chaste.
Let her speak.
I ignore.
I am Lady Nadar's lady in waiting.
Do we recognize the name?
Yeah, she is the one that
the
was
funeral
on
service?
the
The
funeral.
dead, yeah.
Yeah, the lady of the
I
keep.
regret to tell you the lady.
Sorry, my
has
lady, she's dead.
passed.
She breaks down in tears.
There. Just pat her head a little bit.
Top of her head.
Yeah.
I mean,
My giant clawed hand.
Technically, I always find it odd when someone takes the first opportunity that right after they meet me. I regret to tell you that the person you work for is dead. It's really, if you regretted it, you could have just let her find out in the village.
Yeah.
I regret her knowing everything happening.
She's sobbing. Yeah.
She died
But
during
I feel
battle.
as a medical professional, I would tell her the news.
Oh, she's speaking to you, but you can't make out anything. It's
Very honorable. All right.
she's
We're done here.
trying. She's just.
I thought that would cheer you up.
If I hadn't already given you a
Double
advantage,
inspiration,
I
I'll
would
take
give you
it.
inspiration again. Because I really did like that. You're just like, why is I not happy? Help me.
What's wrong with you? I just told you.
Zoro says to her, I tried to save her, and yet even I was confounded by the sheer number of violent creatures that descended upon her. So, yes.
We found her when she was already dead. What are you talking about?
Oh,
I wasn't here for this episode. I don't recall.
I was thinking of someone else. Never mind.
Walks away.
It'll be okay.
The thing is I didn't know if you actually knew that she was already dead when you found her, or you were just
I think either way works.
totally right.
Zoro just makes stuff up. It's alright.
Wraithfoot, as you make it to this little alcove on the west, you see there a pile of like weapons.
Oh.
Nothing terribly fancy, a lot like the stuff that was here.
Oh.
Nothing particularly shiny, just...
Yeah, but it's all like stacked, and it looks like it was stashed there, opposed to abandoned here.
I think maybe we should search for secret entrances.
Yes, and then the next one down, there's a big boulder blocking an opening.
Father, I just sent you my level 4.
Okay.
We should just leave the boulder.
I think so.
I picked the lock.
Of the boulder.
You pick a lock. You find a keyhole in the boulder.
It's a trap. It's just a boulder trap.
It's a mimic.
Yeah.
Can I walk over and just see if, like, can I grab it and just see if I can shake it loose?
Wait, is this like a D&D boulder or a real boulder?
It's probably cracked, so that's the idea. Like it can be broken to get through something. Different colors than the rest of the walls around.
It's like shimmers and sparkles, so you can use
I'm trying to remember how big
You
this
right
thing
click
is.
and
Okay.
it says examine. Or
That's like 4 foot in diameter.
skill.
Go ahead and give a strength check. See if you.
That would be a 19.
19. Okay, you manage to kind of get your hands over it and roll it one towards you.
I come over. Okay, we hit the bottom. We're going a little further. And so I understand. We know we can.
Wait, no, it's not. That's a real
This
boulder.
wasn't even thorough.
I come over and
Did
help
someone
as
say
well.
reach around?
So the two of you together are able to completely unblock the entrance to this.
I would love to roll a strength though. That's
Roll a strength check. You can have advantage because Aeon's helping.
All
Zoro would like to go stand next to Clarence. and say, Tell me about this reach around.
Immediately
16.
16.
Oh,
Okay.
I immediately sneak through.
Okay. As soon as there's a gap there, it doesn't be very big.
It's not even a big
It's
gap.
fine. So I'm still thinking about the conversation we had earlier, and I'm leaning towards allowing it. Anyway,
right through the crack.
yeah, there is a much nicer bed. There are also 2 more beds that were down here that are not there. Anyway, a much nicer bed than anything else you've seen is back in here. There is
A big pile of gold.
a battered wooden chest with a rusty lock.
Look, there's a battered wooden chest with a rusty lock. I will pick the lock.
Okay.
Are you narrating as you're doing this?
I reach into
Zoro's
my
right
pockets.
off him.
I
How-
pull out
how-
my
I don't
favorite
mind
lock.
shouting out that I found this
How
chest.
gingerly do you touch the lock?
I don't
Or
use
like do you like
ginger
grab
at
it and like?
Do you headbutt the lock?
I pretty much always want to look for traps first.
Well, I'm not asking like when you pick a lock, do you like yank on it first, or do you like just immediately start going there
If
and
the
being
DM ever says, "Do you look for traps or do you go quietly?" The answer is yes.
Both.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, I do.
Or it could be no.
Well, this is old and rusted, so
Yeah.
it might fall apart.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Like, do you yank on it, or do you immediately go to pick on the lock? That's
After I check for traps, I may try to gently open it first.
okay. So go ahead and roll your investigation check.
Because if it's not locked, then I don't have to do any of that.
I feel like this boulder's getting very heavy, so I'm going to put it back.
16.
It's a rusty lock. Other than tetanus, you're pretty safe with it.
Okay, then I try to gingerly open it, see if it's not
Seal
locked.
this back up.
It is actually broken, and so you don't have to undo it. You can just
Okay.
open it.
You can
Then
always pop
I'll
out the
open it.
hinge.
I mean, it is locked, but it's snapped.
Okay. Then I'll deal with that. And
Okay. So in there's some loose coins. There is a silver pair of salt and pepper shakers. There's a leather case which has some familiar looking tools to you.
And another lockbox.
There is
A second rusty lock.
Yeah. There's a key.
the holy symbol of Sylvanus carved from wood with some inlaid gold.
Sylvanus? Is that someone we know?
Sylvanus, yeah.
Is that someone?
It's a god. The holy symbol of Sylvanus.
it's a holy symbol, but it's just a random dude.
Well, I mean,
I'm
Sylvanus
racking my
owned it.
brain, like,
Holy
who's
symbol.
Like,
Sylvanus?
was Sylvanus one of the villagers who owned the holy symbol? I think is what he was asking.
Oh,
And then there is a
Holy symbol
bottle,
of the dude.
a small bottle with some liquid in it, and I forgot to look up what it looks like. So let me quickly.
Just make it up.
Just drink it.
Well, I actually have
Take a
a description for all of the potions, a spreadsheet, so that I can be consistent. So that people pay attention, they might start to figure out what things are
No,
without
we'll just
having the
drink it.
cast identified.
All I know is red is healing.
Yeah, we had the fire breath, which was red, right?
So
Kind of healing.
Either
It's like
healing-
spirit-
It was
spirit
spicy
really
fire
healing.
Spicy.
For Aoden, at least, it was spiritual.
Okay.
healing.
Didn't do anything for me. I don't know why you guys like this stuff.
It is perfectly clear, but when you wiggle it, kind of like a ghostly form appears, and then you agitate it.
That's kind of fun.
It's a genie in a bottle.
Okay.
Misty step.
Okay.
Yep, and that's what you find.
I'm gonna sit down and lean up against the boulder. I'm gonna rest, just like rest.
I go out and show them that. Look, we've got salt and pepper shaker, and you might recognize this. And I toss you the holy symbol.
How are you getting out?
Oh, if you close it, that's fine. Then I just hide.
Roll for air.
If you really closed it, that's cool.
No, it's okay.
No. It was funny though.
28, you will never see me again.
That's right. You're very well hidden.
Yeah, in the dark.
The cast of the monk.
With dark vision.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for the symbol. Yes. What is it? It's a symbol of somebody?
I don't.
Sylvester?
There's a symbol on it. I
Symbol
wouldn't
Steve.
recognize it, but it's Sylvanus.
Do I recognize?
I recognize
You
it as
would. You would.
holy, and one of you two should understand what this is.
And
Isn't Sylvanas the...
But it's on wood, so it looks
I
like
have a
it's nature
+2
stuff.
religion
Yeah.
check. So
Sylvanus. Sorry, I have to remind myself.
whopping 8. Not
Oh no.
recognizing that.
Okay.
Something to do with history, maybe.
Yeah.
Might be you the vial. Do you know what this is?
Religion 23 for Sylvanus.
Okay.
For the
religion.
vial, if I could just do an Arcana check, it would be a 13.
Yeah, the religious check is. Oh, okay. Sylvanus is a god of nature. I'm trying to remember exactly
I should know Sylvanus.
the details here.
But it's associated with a
I don't know
town.
why I
How do you
tossed it
spell
to you.
Sylvanas?
Thank you.
Silvanus.
Is this an actual
Just like
D&D
that.
thing or something you made up?
It's a name that appears in both Roman and Celtic mythology, but it is one that's an actual, like, I think part of the Forgotten Realms pantheon.
It's god of nature. What kind of nature is this? Look it up.
Yeah.
I tried looking up. It's not in the player handbook.
It doesn't exist. It must be in the DMG.
I haven't spent enough money for all the books.
Sylvanus
It's a stupid thing about
mythology.
the app.
Sylvanus
You don't
is described
buy
as
the
a
book, you can't search it.
divinity protecting flocks of cattle and warding off wolves and promoting their fertility.
The fertility of wolves?
Apparently, I think it's either wolves or flocks of
Which book
cattle.
is this?
Feral fecund
2014
wolves.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
It's an old deity with many ties to other planes, closely allied with served directly. Okay, yeah.
A lot of really old deities were all about like herd and
Yeah.
Does it have all these pantheons?
basically.
Yeah, so
poetry
has
for each
item
other.
on
druids
is just
and-
written,
yeah.
It's written on something, or is it?
No, it would be this oak leaf symbol, this wood carved with gold inlaid and drawn oak leaf on this emblem. You might not necessarily know that it's Sylvanus, but Clarence notices that is what it is. But it fits your motif.
All right.
All right, well,
Cool. Yeah. This dungeon's done.
Yeah, preserves natural cycles.
That's a very
I come out,
overloaded statement.
they're looking at this, and I look at Daphne and say, did they just forget you were here?
Well, I thought you said I was going to leave with all of you, so I'm just waiting.
I will escort you out. Do not fear, my lady. Yeah, I'm still.
On
Been around since I upset her so much, I feel a little bad.
I
yeah,
realize.
she's still sobbing. I forgot. She was inconsolable, so she might still be crying.
Oh, I try to comfort her.
Yeah.
I realize that this bugbear
Very
may
savage.
seem very scary.
She's
to
happy
most
to
of you.
kind of lean into your fur.
Try to roll for that one. I'm just
Aw.
saying, it's like, this is emotion, and it's like,
It's warming up to you.
But you're a
Let
giant.
it
You're a
in.
giant teddy bear. It works somehow. even though you are not good at this, your physique is good at this.
The knives are for hugging.
Knives for when it's time to stop hugging.
No, it's when you want to hug but not let go.
She tries to hug you, you just disappear.
Okay.
I find that the light in this cave is really not doing me any favors here. We should should leave now.
I'll just rest until we decide to go.
Yeah. You guys tell me what you're doing then.
Are we taking a short rest?
Not in here, not with her. We should bring her back to the village.
Yeah, you're only a few miles from the village, and you did show up in kind of the mid-morning, so...
Did
We can make it back.
our quest bar complete now? Are we ready to go?
I think everything's dead.
I thought there was another passage.
There's another thing we need to check
Yeah,
here.
there was the passage that you initially looked at down here, but
And
didn't
there's
go
that.
down.
Yeah, that does have water.
There's this one and that one's.
Yeah, there's that one with the big rift across the yeah.
There's more to explore, and the question is whether we want to go to 100% on the game or just finish the quest.
I already got my badge.
It's an extra
last
5
round.
minutes. Let's just take this last path and then...
Well, we still have.
We
this-
need to get her out of here first.
Well, let Zorro take her. He's already...
No, Zoro just left. He's gone.
So there's...
Zorro does it
he knows
sometimes.
there's a woman here, right? Like, he would...
He should also know there's a quickling out there that will kill him. But no one hides from battle faster than Zoro.
You
so I'm
can't
not
tell
worried about
Zorro
it.
anything.
Zoro does not hide in battle.
I might bat still with that on the last passage.
So going up that passage, it looks like it's starting to go like it goes really deep, and it's very
Just goes
long.
down.
Might be a route to the Underdark
Again?
if you go long enough.
Nope.
I'm okay.
Zoro does not flee. Zoro tactically withdraws into mystery.
Advance in the opposite
He
direction.
fights from the back.
Praise the Robin.
All right. So, are we taking her out?
So
Let's take her out to the.
we're not
Cosmic
going.
Gateway.
We're
You
not
could
going
walk
there.
back
He
to
sent
the
his bat,
rest
yeah, that
You
direction.
could also back cave this way.
We don't. We're not going to
That's
go down to
true.
the Underdark.
I'll tell everyone that path goes to
Sounds
the
right.
Underdark, and as we go towards the owl, I'll send my bat down the other direction. This is why I picked the familiar
Where it gets
subclass
killed by something that's down there.
as opposed to the...
Okay. So there's a bunch of stalagmites as you come around the corner, and there's one really big one with holes in it, and you see 2 corroded daggers at the base, and then if you keep going back, there's a pool of water that's got like a small. I don't want to say waterfall. That makes it sound too big, but trickle makes it sound too small. There's some water flowing into this pool.
It's a trickle pool.
Corroded daggers?
Yeah, some corroded daggers.
I think we leave.
I will tell everyone, I don't see any... Like, my bat tells me there's nothing there but some rusty old daggers.
Squeak, squeaky, squeak, squeak, squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
You owe me a new acorn.
Yes. We've used that joke before. I still have.
So Victoria's babysitting the boys tonight, and she's babysat before, but this will be the longest she's ever done. I'm like, here's some movies you could watch, and that's what I suggested. I'm like, I think the boys will hold their attention, and you'll appreciate it.
All right.
So I'm fine to continue
Okay.
leaving.
Yeah. So you leave the daggers in the holy
I think we leave.
stalagmite. Okay.
Wait, it's a holy
It's
stalagmite?
got some
Stalagmite
holes. It's
with
got some
in it?
holes in it. Yes.
Oh.
I'll pop down and investigate that while they're heading out.
Oh, we're splitting the party.
Has anyone seen Wraithfoot?
I'll
Whatever.
tell you what I'm doing.
Do I see Wraithfoot doing
I'll
this?
tell. I
so I can
told
sneak.
you.
I'm
You
gonna
told-
sneak
okay.
with. I'm gonna sneak with Wraithfoot.
You're gonna go with
I'm gonna
Wraithfoot?
roll for a sneak.
Hey, we're 18.
Which is a total of 19.
Okay. So you go down and look at the stalagmite with the holes. You could stick an arm or a spear down if you want.
So the holes are coming
There's a lot
down
of
from
things
above.
you
So there's like holes at the side of this. So there's it's let me
The
double check.
mice from the bottom.
Oops,
Never
I did
stick
not
your
mean to-
arm into a
Tight
stalagmite.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yo,
this
come
is
with-
something that my mother taught me.
Let me make sure I've got my
Read
stuff right
magic.
here. Switch pages here. Okay.
Pretty good putting a hand in the stalagmite.
It's crowded. Okay. Wide. So it's 10 feet tall and it's riddled with 4-inch wide holes. Yeah, that are like 12 inches deep. Maybe there's a hollow in the middle.
Any sign? So does it look like
And then
the
there's-
holes went inward or coming out?
Roll. I don't know what this would be.
How is there a hole in this? Is this
Well,
like a
the
trap?
question is like,
Oh,
Is
death
there-
by stalagmite.
if it came in from the outside, it would have a different kind of punch around the hole versus if it.
Well, if it was violent, yeah.
You pop an
Yeah, roll,
explosive into that thing,
um,
or, like, it goes off.
Stonework.
Stalagmite investigation.
Sorry, I don't think they have that skill anymore. Yeah, roll investigation
I'm
or
gonna like the looks of this
That
thing.
looks like it's cocked. Between 2 and 20.
Pick an average.
Or roll again.
How did you get a cock die on a digital?
The pseudo random number generator hit an infinite loop.
It's just in.
It was just still spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. It said the cock die was a 2. The actual even that doesn't look like it's halfway between two numbers is a much different number.
You rolled great.
It's hard to tell, but as you look in, it does look like there's maybe a hollow space inside the stalagmite that these holes like lead to.
How hard is the stalagmite itself?
It's limestone.
So
I just tell my bat to crawl in.
Okay.
Why don't you just smash it? You have a weapon to do that.
Well,
my daggers can't really do it.
The bat can just look.
There's these like
and that's
echolocate. Yeah, well, it's dark in there.
But they can echolocate
yeah.
for that.
There's you get the transmission of a big mound, and then you lose contact with your familiar.
It dies?
Yeah, it has 1 hit point, right?
Well, I don't know how many hit points it has. Okay, it's dead.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that your familiar cannot survive what just happened to it.
Oh. I'm like, that's my next step. I'm seriously going to put my hand in the bat.
Well, it's not like the DM has been tempting you with that.
You
Like,
can still try
oh,
it.
it's as large as an arm.
Maybe we should get out of here while we still can.
Yeah.
You believe you could get two-handed.
I have some alchemist fire. I'll just open it up, pour it into one of the holes. Is it the holes flat or are they angled in?
I'd say they're angled because the thing is slow.
I'll just pour some alchemist fire in and then I'll leave.
Okay.
Isn't there like a roper that looks like a...
Don't you want to light it?
That's what I'm waiting for.
No, the alchemist fire, I think it's just as soon as
Yeah, these are hard to kill, too. Yeah.
So if you throw it, then...
I'll keep my mouth shut. I've been reading the...
I think it's like a Molotov cocktail essentially.
You guys
So
are...
you could throw it in.
No.
You're doing great. You're doing
Wonderful.
great.
You don't even know what you're doing.
I'm leaving.
I've opened a bottle and I've poured it in.
Okay.
And I'm leaving.
Is it being ignited somehow?
No, it's just you throw it and then it's fire.
Yeah.
That's it.
Are you just not observing what's going to happen?
Okay, I'm gonna...
So I think it can combust on when it's exposed to air. So it's like pouring the flaming gasoline can. Yes.
Does it explode in his hand?
This is fine.
He is smart enough to drop it before it explodes in his hand.
That's right. It's like lighter fluid.
And the two corroded daggers, as it kind of is little.
Wait, the daggers went?
Yeah, as you drop the alchemist fire, it kind of there's a little explosion and it kicks them.
Anyway.
Wait, what
Where were
goes
the daggers?
There's two corroded daggers at the base
inside
of
of it.
at the
They're
base of
flying
the at
out.
the base of the stalactite.
Oh, was it stabbed into the
Might.
stalactite?
No, just laying on the ground next to it.
Was enough.
Which look very familiar to you because you've been stabbed with one of these daggers a bunch.
From the ceiling.
No, they were on the ground, just at the base.
The might is on the bottom.
So he opened his alchemist fire, which combusts in air to pour it down the hole.
Right.
So as it flames back up into the container, he's smart enough to drop it and back up. It falls.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And that little explosion from it hitting the ground and all
They're
igniting.
on the outside.
Next, yes.
That's right.
He dropped
because
Yes.
I'm smart.
Yes,
Okay.
SMART.
I can move 90.
Yeah. You can outrun this thing, so you're okay. He might not be.
Oh. Are we on it?
The rest of the party was out there escorting her out.
Well, it was
I was
nice
just checking
knowing
it
your
out.
character. I hope you
I
have
checked
a
it out. I said, "Let's go." When I saw
Yeah.
when
He
his bat
can
died,
actually outrun it too. He's fine. Anyway.
When his bat died, I said, "Let's go," and then he started lighting the fire, and I just started moving.
I think splitting the party is totally reasonable.
No, I'm going to catch up with the party pretty soon. I don't know.
I hear sorcerers are great too.
Should we? I don't know. Roll initiative. We'll see as you pour the fire. I'll see because this thing would
I'm
be
not going to use the iPad.
because it was actually waiting for you guys to go back to the pool so that it could cut off your retreat. It is
Ha
Which pool? That pool?
19.
no this pool here.
The
It rolled a
exit
0. This pool.
Oh,
So what it does is it waited for creatures to come drink from the pool because that water over there, which you guys didn't investigate, is actually full of toxic minerals. And the water over here that you guys found is not. It's drinkable, but it's not nice. This is the nice water, and so it waits for things to come back here, and then it comes out and it eats them. Right. It rolled a 0, and its speed is 20.
Do I see it?
So as you run away, you see black ooze coming out of the holes, and this big, huge mound of black ooze kind of creeping towards you, but it's not fast enough to catch you.
Do I know what it is? Is it just ooze?
Roll a nature check.
It's a good thing I'm proficient
Roll
in nature.
dungeoneering.
but I love being attacked by something that can't catch me because then it's like you back up, you shoot it. Ha ha ha! Back up, shoot it.
Actually, it works.
18.
18.
Especially with
You've
dark
heard of various oozes and things. Your guess is this is a black pudding.
Black pudding?
Black pudding.
Mm.
That doesn't sound appetizing.
And it will eat your gear.
Oh.
A lot of black pudding is made with blood, so I was
Okay, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, this creature is actually. It would be fun if you guys could bite it, but so like mundane weapons,
thank you, go.
like attacking
Roll
it,
it.
you get splash damage because you knock acid back on yourself, and it like corrodes your weapons.
Well, I could probably kill. I have a witch bolt.
5
which would
more, come
just
down from
kill
the
it
ceiling.
long before it reaches me.
It's lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's lightning.
Okay,
It's,
go for it.
Arrows.
all right, fine, I will.
So as you're backing up, you shoot your witch bolt. You use your spell here.
That would be 9.
9. I think 9 hits it. 9 hits it. Your witch bolt cuts the thing in half. There's now 2 medium-sized oozes coming after you.
Hold on.
Didn't you see how excited he was?
Yes. So, okay.
There.
So is it still the same target?
There's now 2 targets.
Okay, well then one of them will still be getting 1d12 per turn.
Lightning damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's only been split again.
What?
Oh, wait, there's 4?
Oh, there's 2, but there's medium-sized.
I'm ready.
There's
I'm
medium-sized
keeping a
creatures.
distance.
I'm ready for you.
I'm
Then.
maintaining a distance.
No. Okay. It's gonna use if it's
Robert,
gonna.
a healthy distance.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's gonna move 40 feet because it's not attacking. It's gonna use both its move and its action to
Okay.
come at you. You move 30 feet, and then you attack.
And then it was 40 feet.
But it had to come out of the stalagmite, so I'll say that it's not at you yet. You can.
It's going to catch you.
It says.
Not yet. Okay. I'm gonna keep using your dice because I like your dice.
Yeah, you seem pretty well with that.
Yeah, I like your dice. All right, so 1d12.
So
per
it's
turn.
it's got you've got a 5-foot gap now because you were backing up and you shot it and it just moved as fast as it could with its full rounds.
Right.
Okay.
So-
Zoro is taking a mud bath.
10 lightning damage on the one that is still being
Okay.
targeted.
I'm assuming she got out.
And then you move back 30. Right?
Yes, I'm gonna move. Well, what I can do because I think we had talked that my Misty Step.
Did you cast the spell or is it an ability? That was the discussion whether or not you
Well,
can.
it is a spell, but it's a
Or-
this
Oh.
the witch bolt's concentration. I'm not casting a spell this
Yeah,
time.
Oh, you're
coming
concentrating,
down
yeah.
to your death.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
think you guys are.
Does it take your action to-
Range witch bolt. You have to be within a certain distance per
Well, it's just in sight.
inside of a certain
The
And
spell ends if the target is ever outside the spell's range. The spell's range is 60 feet.
Yeah.
that's
So
what-
if you go more than 60 feet away, that ends. Yeah.
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 So
I didn't tell you how many coins you got, by the way. I need to do that. Okay.
the question for where am I?
Okay.
When he decided to play with the thing after his bat died, I said,
I'm really butthurt about this.
well, the first thing that happened was his bat died. Then I said, let's go. And then he said, I'll do this first. And that's when I left. Because it's
Okay.
just like, this does not seem like a bright idea.
It probably isn't.
Electrify.
But do what's fun.
The question
But the video
is,
game it won't let him leave any part
I'm interested to
unexplored.
see what's going to happen next.
did I get back to the... How far away did I get?
So we've
before this thing came up?
done 2 rounds since you left. I'm gonna say.
Well, if I'm using my dash to move, then I'm moving 90. So I'd
Yeah.
already be back to the
Yeah.
party.
You
bus.
probably be out of earshot
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. So I'm back at the
That's
party.
how
bus.
loud you scream.
You hear a
And
loud
you
girlish
scream?
scream.
Not yet.
So when you show up, it's like, where's the shiny one?
So does it take your action for the witch bolt to do damage, or does this happen?
It's just concentration. As long as I maintain concentration,
It's
it
an
was
action, though.
within 60 feet.
Okay.
It's-
So
it's
use your
an
You
action
sent
to
your
do the
bat
damage,
into the
and then you.
stalagmite thing,
Okay.
and,
And then do
his
you-
bat was
Action
killed
is
by
trigger.
it.
Wait, it's not an action trigger. It just says
So I said, whatever this is, we should go
Use it
and make sure
bonus
that the
action
party
to
gets
Oh,
out
they
of
changed
the
deal.
That
Oh,
sounds
Okay.
yeah,
what it
it's
was.
supposed to
Right?
keep dealing damage.
And then
Okay.
he said, no, let me
Used to
discern
be
it
action
first, and I left.
2014.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Where's Aaron?
That'll check out.
So actually, that's a lot.
I moved
Okay.
faster than him.
So then you
He
back up
only
30
be
feet?
like 60 feet behind me, but I can't see him.
Yes.
You left Aaron Door. He's a human. He can't see in the dark.
I have it.
Yes, he has a torch.
I have
I
a
don't know
burning
that.
torch.
Yeah.
It burns green.
No, you have seen the torch.
Yeah, he's had
He
it
was
strapped
carrying
to
around
his,
the whole time.
he had it strapped to his pipe when he found it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now I strapped it to my shield.
Yeah.
Sure.
That would be.
I told him, let's go.
You're fighting a
He should
black
be right
pudding
behind
in
me,
the
and I
dark.
wanted to make sure that the party was
I
okay.
believe he's responsible.
Are you?
I don't think he can defend
So what do you do with
himself.
your action? You back up 30 feet.
I'm gonna
You don't
back up
think you
another
can-
30 feet.
Okay.
Nay.
Robert, would you move me
I'll
back
go
another
back.
30
Not so good
feet?
in a battle.
Okay.
I'll go back.
So it comes 40 feet, so there's now 25 feet
yeah.
between
So
you.
before, hold on. One of them got zapped by electricity again.
Yeah,
So
I know.
there should be 3. Is it divided?
Oh yeah, there should be 3. There's 2 small ones and a
Are you-
medium
are
one.
you
Thank
coming,
you.
or-
Running.
I love
Who's
black
coming?
pudding.
Who's coming?
I'm going to use my bonus to dash.
Okay. There's 25 feet
Where-
between you, and I think
I'll-
You guys are
your
hanging
spell
out.
ended
Zoro's
because...
Zoro's
60
taking a
feet.
bath.
Right, but it was
We'll
5
see.
feet. You stopped just shy of the...
Well, it's
I'm
a
not going
total of
above
60
that.
feet away.
Right. So it was you were 5 feet away from it, and then you backed up 60. It would put it
No.
65 feet.
I can only move 30.
Right, 30, and then you moved your action 30, and then you
No, I only move back
30.
And so because I still have an action,
Okay.
and I should be able to still cast a spell because
Okay.
I didn't cast
Yep.
a spell.
Right.
So now I'm going to cast
Misty-
Poison Spray.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
6 more black pudding.
So there's
I'm going to use my bonus to move as well, though, and
14.
that puts me 30 feet.
14 hits the thing.
Okay. And for damage...
Did you get more?
No, you get it for this.
So from here, I can call back.
Okay.
I got a lot more
2
of these.
damage.
2 damage.
To
Okay.
the other medium one.
To the medium one. Okay.
I say so loudly you can
Does that
hear me
split?
and say, he's backing away from something and fighting it.
Okay. So this
How's
guy's
he doing?
got-
He's not dead yet.
What happened to his bat?
Oh, it's better than usual.
Okay. So you only backed up 30 feet.
That's right.
So they use all of their movement and their action. You are now surrounded. Because they can move 40 feet if that's all they do. So the medium ones in front of you will say, and the small ones are behind you. Should we let everyone else in initiative here? Okay, what, you rolled a 19 for your
We're not in combat.
Yes.
Okay. It's your turn again.
All right. So I'll do the Witch Bolt damage.
Okay.
11. And I'm going to say because it goes down hierarchy, I can't just switch it, so it'll be one of the small ones.
The day we
11
lost Eric.
Okay, so one of the small ones now splits into 2 tiny ones.
Oh, Lord
Made
almighty.
himself-
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So one of the small ones is now, we have 4.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom check for me.
Should I?
Yeah, you should.
Wait, is
Well,
this
the
for...
medium is still
That's
there.
a natural 20.
That's 20.
Arendor? Is this
Robert.
Arendor that needs to do this, or Joe that needs to do this?
Arendor.
Total. Just one of the small ones now it's turned to
Yeah,
2
so we have a
tiny
medium one. Let's do this.
ones.
Medium
small,
one.
2 tiny.
Oh, here.
Small one.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. I got 3 small ones
And, well,
Yeah,
a small one, 2
one
tiny
small,
ones.
2
and
tiny.
2 tinies. Old
So
fashioned
you gather that your lightning is not doing anything to these creatures.
Do we have another one?
In fact,
Separate the
let's make
tiny
more
from the small.
Here's a small.
Well, eventually they do die to get small enough, right?
You would hope.
Potentially, but at this point, you might be dissolved before then.
I think you're creating a infestation of black pudding.
So it's your
We can
go.
get back
You're
to
surrounded now by a medium, small, and 2 tiny
Well, so
black puddings.
I'm close enough to get initiative, though, right?
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative.
It wasn't great. It was only 13.
Okay.
I could totally do Arms of Hadar.
You're welcome to try. I'm
Might be a
gonna,
good time for that, actually.
which does cold damage, and I'll need no damage types on everything you do because these things are
Arms of
complicated.
Hadar, 2d6 necrotic.
I was gonna say it's necrotic.
Okay.
Good luck being resistant to
And
that.
3d6 damage.
Because
So
the Hunger of Hadar does cold and necrotic, I think.
The cold and bludgeoning.
But cold and bludgeoning. Yeah.
it's my turn.
It's your go, yeah.
So what was the point of the wisdom check?
So
if you
so
would
you
stop lightning.
understand that the lightning is not actually hurting these things at all.
Cold slap.
Oh, so it's just splitting.
It's
There's
just
no
splitting.
damage.
There's no damage whatsoever happening.
There's
They don't.
no
It doesn't
damage.
seem to care at all
You're
without
just
the
making more
lightning.
creatures.
Okay, then I'm just gonna leave because if
Well, you're surrounded now.
well, I can just Misty Step.
Okay.
Oh, there we
You
go.
can disengage as an action too.
Well, Misty Step gets me out, and then I can just run away.
You can do
Because he
it.
can outrun these things if he just runs.
Yeah, so I'm gonna Misty Step and then just leave.
Okay.
Bunch of crap.
So it's 60 feet. Is that what Misty Step gets you?
No, Misty Step is 30.
Okay. And then run for 30, and then action for 30.
Well, then I can also cast Jump on myself, and then I can move 30 feet of movement per 10 feet of my movement speed.
In a cave.
Well, as long as I can jump.
I guess when you get in the open.
Well, if you cast Misty Step for 30 feet and then you use for 30 feet and your action for 30 feet, that's 90 feet. They're never going to catch you
Yeah,
if you keep
okay, so
doing that.
anyway, either way, I'm just gonna leave. So
Okay.
Misty Step and I leave.
Right, but do you want to do anything to these
I'm gonna
creatures?
say, hey, there's a thing multiplying. Just leave.
Next time I say, let's just go, maybe we should just go.
You don't know what something amazing is there.
Was I wrong?
That's not the point.
It was amazing.
It could be amazing. It might still be
I
amazing.
shoot it. Does the arrow make any difference?
Go ahead and make an attack.
Would necrotic do anything to it?
You
could-
to find out.
I have to find
Try
out.
it.
That would be 19 to hit.
19 to hit. You hit it. It's not hard to hit. I don't know which one you hit, but
I could have,
Whatever
but
one
then
you
I would
hit.
be dead.
Right.
But this is just a single arrow.
7 or
Yeah.
6 creatures.
Sorry, no advantage.
Cast
No,
it, miss
Yeah.
step.
nothing.
that's just 9
I thought we said
points.
you could-
Okay.
the other side you could do miss step.
You hit whatever one you hit for 9 points.
And yeah, we could, but I just
I
Your
didn't
arrow
one of the
hits,
smaller
I
ones.
didn't
and
think
it
worth it.
rears a little bit, and then the arrow begins to like dissolve in the acid.
Right, the arrow dissolved in the acid, but does it look
But
like
it
was
looked like
hurt at all?
it noticed it. Yeah, it noticed that you hit it with an arrow. It squealed. It like reared back a little bit. Yeah.
So the small one hitting the small one for 9. Sorry, one of the tiny ones is what I would have
Yeah.
wanted.
You hit one of the tiny ones, and it did not like getting hit.
It didn't like getting hit, but it also didn't die.
It also didn't die. Yes.
So you guys can see this is going to take a fair amount of damage, and it likes to eat my arrows.
Maybe it doesn't like fire.
Ooh, good question.
Can we advance over?
Sure.
All right.
I was just moving slightly fast.
I'm going to cast a burning orb
Okay.
and send it down the way.
Is it a
So
5
the
foot
creatures-
space that it occupies,
I
the
believe
orb?
it does, yes.
And how far can
Oh,
you?
wait. It's flaming sphere. Flaming sphere. It's like 60 foot range, 2d6 damage.
Fortunately for you, it's not like 3.5 where being smaller increased your AC. So that he was making them harder to hit and more numerous.
5 foot diameter. Yeah, dexterity saving throw or
Okay.
2d6 fire.
And you move it 20
Oh, you really also
feet. Okay.
really.
Yeah.
Okay. How many are you hitting with it? Well, that
It's a 5 foot sphere, so I'll just park it on top of like the small ones or whatever.
the small, the tiny one or the small one?
Yeah, the tiny ones.
Tiny one. Okay. The tiny one misses.
The blue
It's
one.
safe. The blue one. Okay. The blue one is the small one.
So that's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
It seems to enjoy it.
It
Alright.
gets bigger.
Yeah.
Does it grow bigger? Does
Yeah,
it need
what's
effect?
happening?
Does it sizzle?
It recoils from the burn.
Okay, good.
Um,
Alright.
Yeah, that's what I was
Didn't think it likes fire.
Okay.
It didn't like an arrow much, but then it ate it.
Okay. Arendor is not that close.
I'd like to see it fire. Eat fire.
Why don't we just go?
5.
Oh, this could be fun.
Wow.
They will move 40 feet towards you guys if you're still there.
So
I will move back and
85 to 40.
so I have my move and my bonus and my shot.
So I wouldn't.
My action.
You what? Sorry.
My move, my action, and my bonus.
Okay. So you're gone.
So I can, which means I can use my action to shoot it again.
The same one.
I'm gonna bet I'm gonna shoot at the sure, the same one.
I love the oozes.
I love the laughs, the cackles of.
Yeah. It was like this would be a fun creature to have you guys fight, but there's no reason for you guys to come back here. And then somehow
Only if we got here first.
you managed to do it anyway. Yeah. Yeah. You guys went exactly where you needed to go initially, and then Mars goaded you into go fighting the rest of the creatures. Anyway.
25 to hit.
Okay, it hits, and it doesn't. You will kill it. You can't roll lower than it has life left.
Okay. Oh, we can kill them.
The tiny one, yeah. It took you 2 arrows to kill the tiny one.
2 arrows to kill the tiny one, but we can kill the rest of them.
I feel emboldened.
That's my action.
Alright. What's your bat familiar's name?
If they're
what
40
was?
feet
Batty?
closer, though,
Was it?
I'm
It was
40
Batty?
feet back.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna move back my 30 feet
Squee.
Okay.
at least.
I'll put up a memorial for him later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is why it waits for things to go in the dead end, because it knows it can't.
And then I'm gonna move my orb over on top of the blue one again.
Move
Okay.
me back next to you. Oh, one of the tiniest.
That is 2 for its safe.
Okay, 9 damage.
Can you move me next to you?
It was almost. Okay.
That's not how numbers work.
The 2 and the 20 are next to each other on a d20.
Are you gonna do something? Are you gonna stand there and get
No,
started?
I'm gonna go back.
You're going back in.
It's like so many times. It's been like
Is that wise?
20.
Maybe
Two.
ranged
It's
attacks?
like,
might
no.
be-
You can't roll
so I
22
have
on
a
20
couple-
set.
No,
I'm on
20
my
and then
Warp into
Over.
a place and then cast a thing that casts all your stuff.
So it's
Loading thing.
Oh, we
your.
should do that.
Well, Wraithfoot went and he went, so it's your go if you're gonna.
Okay,
go.
how many are left?
There's 3.
What
tiny,
sizes?
small, and
Mediums,
medium.
What are
medium,
these?
small, and tiny.
Medium,
Yeah.
small, and tiny.
Yep. Do you want to lightning bolt one of them for me?
Yes. It'll probably be the other tiny one because it has.
Becomes diminutive.
Why are we creating more?
Stop.
No, well, I meant to the medium one. Well, so if I have a spell that if I'm next to them and I cast it, it hits all of them. So it does more damage. The more targets there are.
Did we just learn splitting him doesn't hurt?
2 damage.
What are you attacking him with?
The witch bolt, because I'm still concentrating and never left 60 feet.
Okay. We'll say it's on the tiny one that's still alive.
Well, look where I am on the board. I went to talk to you where you were,
Are those pita chips?
and then you moved back.
You like some?
What'd you say?
So we'll put it. You said
Oh,
so.
good. That's good.
It would have been on one of the tiny ones, and one of the tiny ones died.
I have some
So
ones.
I'll roll on an even. Your witch bolt is on the dead one. On an odd, it's on the one that's still alive. Odd, it's on the one still alive. Okay, so the tiny one splits into 2 diminutive. Please.
Okay,
There we go.
I'm going to walk up to them,
Okay.
and then I'm going to cast Arms of Hadar,
You should just step on them.
Okay.
which will be 3d6.
Put him in a bottle.
3,
And what do they get? A save of some sort?
Put him in a little
I like
potion
that.
bottle. Correct.
15 damage,
That would be hilarious.
and it is
I wonder if you could do
a
that.
Would be funny.
I don't know how you
Strength
keep it
12.
in a bottle. You'd have to figure
Strength
out something
save?
that they
Yeah,
can't.
strength
That's
save.
against necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Okay, that one saves. Small one saves. First diminutive one saves. We keep rolling higher as we go here. That one only rolled a 9. The second diminutive one does not save.
So total damage 15, that's per.
Mhm.
So if it's a save, then it's half.
Okay, both the diminutive ones are gone because they don't have that much life. The small one doesn't have enough life left to survive even at half. The medium one is a happy camper.
And then I will cast Misty Step to go back 30 feet.
You already cast a spell. You can't cast Misty
that's
Step
right.
again. Also, I imagine you're close to out of spell slots at this point. Okay, so for the pudding's turn, it will reach out and it will hit you with a
Oh,
pseudopod.
by the way, so Misty Step, wait, go ahead.
Oh wow.
What, that killed them?
Kill 3 of them.
I thought they're saying.
Did, but like the small one that got burned twice didn't have
Didn't have a lot.
a lot of hit points left. The diminutive ones didn't have a lot of hit points to start with. Unfortunately, that is an 8,
Nice.
so it misses you.
Fortunate or fortunate?
Matter of perspective.
What side is the DM on?
Well, I would like it to get to you some of its special abilities to force you guys to spend some of your money. That's basically trying to justify the money I'm giving you. Okay, so you're right next to it. But
Does 16 hit it?
What use is
a 16 hits it. Yes,
Indeed.
I would like.
Oh, but he's right next to him.
it's right next to him. Yes.
So that means that I get the sneak.
I
get
don't know why
advantage.
people want money. When everything you need in life is just there
I
around them.
miss the days when the things are immune to sneak attack damage.
A little bit of nature.
They're immune to
Get
sneak
your
Like,
food,
in
get your
3.5, a
food,
bunch of like oozes, undead
berries.
constructs were immune to sneak attack. You had to like have vital organs.
Oh yeah, I remember the
15.
constructs.
Yeah. 15. Okay. That makes a total of 24 damage. Okay.
Do you mind if Clarence and
Clarence can jump in. Yeah.
Toll the Dead,
Okay.
Wisdom save.
Why is it? Probably would have gone backwards.
I like how Clarence is
11.
explaining with his
I think we're just kicking back.
11.
Woo, it works.
Pew, 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 pew.
On a
I
damage,
think we're
so that's
kiting.
a 10.
Is it,
Oh,
is it D12 if it's already
D12,
damaged?
that's right, D12. That's important because I rolled a 10 on a D10. I rolled a 3 on a D12.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Mars will shoot it with Eldritch Blast with force damage and misses.
What did he roll?
That's right, rolled a 9.
He hit it.
He hit it?
What's the AC on this?
7.
Oh, okay.
9 damage. Force damage.
9. Okay.
Damage Mars has ever done.
Arendor, you haven't gone yet since
This might be the most damage I've
this
ever
next
done.
round.
I'll just move my flame back over on top
Okay.
of it.
And it's also you also get to go again, but you're right next to it. Okay, so it gets a dex save. Ooh, good. I love when it rolls 4 again.
Dexterous ooze.
Yes,
7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. What are you doing now? You're right next to it. Everyone else is gone.
I'm going to cast Thunderclap because it's a cantrip.
Okay.
It's 1d6 Constitution
You
save.
don't want to swipe it with your sword or your pike or anything?
You already
No.
told us what
You
happened.
don't.
No.
You shouldn't have told us what happened.
Well, I didn't think you guys were
When he
gonna.
prompts you and says things like that, the answer is always no.
Yes. No, 5.
Well, that's always yes.
5 misses.
It's a
He said you're gonna
Constitution
check
save.
Oh,
the crap.
Constitution
It's always
save?
yes.
12 or higher.
It's got a high Constitution. That is a 12.
Oh, crap. On save, it takes
So cantrip probably 0 damage.
0 on the camera.
0.
Okay.
Wonderful, Mooney.
Oh, it will reach out and it will hit you. Well, it will attempt to hit you. That is a 16.
Is it match AC?
Match AC.
Meet the beat.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. That is 6 bludgeoning damage.
23 acid.
That was a lot of dice.
10, 15, 23 acid damage.
Almighty.
And your shield. You have a shield, right?
Yes, I had a shield.
Oh, what are you using right now to defend yourself? What armor do you have going on?
I have a shield, and I
Okay.
have, what's that, breastplate?
Breastplate. Okay, your shield.
Not anymore.
The AC from your shield is now -1.
Ooh.
Minus
no. Whatever the AC is,
Reduced
it goes
by-
down by 1. Yes.
Okay,
one,
like,
so
I don't
plus
know
two.
if it's a shield anymore.
So if the shield only has a minus, it's still going to give you a +1 AC. It gets destroyed.
Okay.
Usually his shield is just 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so now it's
Yeah.
just +1.
Yeah, so now it's just +1. Yeah, and that's permanent. You've got acid corroding your shield. Assuming your shield is made of metal
It's
or
just
wood.
a shield.
Yeah.
Funny that it's made of black pudding.
It is now.
Okay, I'll let you go next.
An arrow.
An arrow. Okay, yeah, everyone, if you're going to take attack at it, you can take an attack at it.
That's 22 to hit.
That'll hit. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. It has 1 life. That's why I was
Are
laughing.
you kidding me?
Yes.
Oh.
That's, yeah.
Clap would have worked.
Yes.
Is it dead?
Yeah, if he hit it, it's dead.
I
Yeah.
hit it.
Does it explode all over?
Well, this is the thing that's interesting about the way it's written. Like, I kind of feel like that, like the Arms of Fadar should have done like the splash damage of the acid because it was getting battered. But the way it's written, it's like if you hit it with a melee weapon from 5 feet, then you take some damage, and your weapon takes some damage. Anyway, so I was I was being
I didn't
kind.
engage with this thing.
Just from afar.
Yeah. Oh, there's Arendor.
I'm just gonna toss the shield on the ground. I'm done with it.
Okay.
Can I cast Mending on the shield?
So,
Oh.
meta, there's a reason why Rich calls you Perplexador.
Perplexador?
Who said that?
Rich.
I don't know
Sorry.
if mending can do that much mending,
Wraithful.
but I like. If you read mending and tell me you think it should work, I'll let it work because I do like the idea.
Maybe
So
if you
I could
had
say
some other metal.
Penalty can be removed by casting Mending spell on the armor.
So does it?
One of you guys might have Mending.
Does it say that, or
I have
just
that.
make that up?
It
Okay.
does actions. So the penalty, -1 penalty AC until it's an AC of 10, and then the armor's just totally gone.
Okay.
Else penalty can be removed by casting Mending spell on the armor.
Okay. Yeah. Because my abbreviated notes, I did not give that. Detail.
Same thing with the weapons, Mending on
Okay. Yeah.
the weapons.
you toss on the ground. I just walk over and like just hum for a moment, and your shield comes back to looking brand new.
I say thank you, and then I apologize to my shield, and I put it back on.
You talk to your things too. I'd like to give you my swords and weapons.
And so, Sean, to your point, like
Who took the Shatter Spike sword
I took it.
several weeks ago? Okay.
It was the long
Because we
sword.
found his shield, but I have it marked off, meaning someone took the shield.
I took a shield. It's just a standard shield, so I don't think there's anything special about it.
Shatter Spike is a sword.
Okay.
I think Shadow
So you
Spike
took the only shield
had a
that we
+1
found.
on it.
Yes.
And it
It's
was
a
just
sword.
Mendus. Okay.
Yes.
I fixed it. It's all right. Most things can be.
No harm, no foul, or Warlock is still alive.
Daphne's at the mouth of the cave with Zoro. She's finally gotten her emotions under control.
Oh, she was Zoro?
Her eyes are permanently rolled up in her
It's
head.
like, Daphne, come in the mud with me. It'll do you wonders. It's very relaxing.
I thought we were going to go.
Oh, we will go, but first, let us spa. There's an illusion
By the
of
way, this is
SPA, like a arrow pointing down that's like lighting up above
You
the
look for the rare.
I was gonna say you almost killed me in that one hit.
It does a lot of damage when it hits you, and then like it degrades your equipment, whether you attack it or it attacks you. It's
It's pretty nasty.
But again, eventually you guys are going to get to a town and you have a bunch of money, so I'm like, oh, they can buy.
So I want to go back to the stalagmite. Was there anything inside besides that?
No, it lives in there. It lives in there, and it dissolves everything that's organic or metal. So
Okay, there's that.
No.
I'll use my last first level spell for you, and you heal 19.
Thank you.
They're basically just giant dungeon cleaners.
I just keep
Mhm.
healing you. It's like, I have not healed anyone else as much as I've healed you.
I will go ahead and give you your additional level 2 spell slot.
So
Because
question, do I eventually
I want you
become
guys to-
attuned to his healing spells?
They're more
Max
effective.
healing.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting magical item.
You can
Like, there's the one that like lets you share damage with someone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
have one that like does something with
With
healing.
warding bond is what you share.
Yeah, something that like makes healing more effective between
be
two
cool.
specific people or splits it.
Because I don't like
They
what-
did a could have rolled a sympathetic bond kind of thing that was similar to that. That was interesting.
Anyway, so you guys went exactly to where you needed to go immediately today, and then you explored all of the other.
You can't stop us.
Well, just it was a difference of expectations, right? Because last time you guys only explored like the one path I showed you, or like you only went. Anyway, the only reason you explored everything is because you went the wrong way first. Anyway,
It's a different Friday.
it's a different Friday. Yep.
Right.
You should see, if I'm playing an RPG, I explore every little thing until I go back.
Yeah. Well, I can see justifying attacking the rest of the fey creatures.
Well, we have-
I have a
like-
speedrunner
we have-
myself.
Yeah.
I did think we needed to do that,
Yeah.
because it could have come out after.
We haven't explored the
Mars just hates space.
His bat went down there, and it goes on for a long time. It goes deeper and deeper.
You could die.
He said that goes to the Underdark.
Yeah, honestly, I was expecting, because when I saw the daggers, I was thinking that the last quickling was inside, which is why I poured the fire. I was hoping I'd just piss it off. I didn't think there'd be a...
Those were the daggers of the quicklings who came for water and weren't quick enough.
I mean, there's one quickling still around here, but we should just leave.
It may,
I don't know.
Zoro, get your pants on. We're
We
leaving.
didn't see the quickling on our way out.
All right.
Nope.
Zoro stands up, clearly naked,
No.
blood covering his body.
So he's not naked.
So unclear.
He's got naked on there.
Well,
His
I mean,
naked outlines.
naked outline.
There's a sensor bar.
Vaguely.
He's like,
naked.
oh, father,
It just
I
blurs
forgot
out.
there's no pool of water here in the wash up. I guess I'll have to walk back to the village this way.
It just
And he
pixelates
picks up
on
his
that part of
clothes
the
and
screen.
This would be funny if you guys
Like,
didn't
walks
find the
out.
pudding and he goes back there to the nice
Oh man. Opportunities missed.
We didn't know that this water wasn't good to swim in either, though. 'cause we
Yeah,
didn't
you guys never got close enough to it to know that it was. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you guys take about an hour to get back to town as Daphne's still, like, trying to control herself. She's not walking very fast.
Don't understand this woman.
he's definitely walking naked next to Daphne, trying to strike up a conversation with her, caked in mud. Because
Kella's gonna be jealous.
I need to rest.
Yeah, you guys can get back to town, and they are happy to. So the dwarf that you were talking to, you've actually heard his name before. He owns the He owns the inn. Wrong page. That's why I can't find his name. Morak something Urgray. Morak Urgray. Yeah. So when you go in there, you find him, and he is more than happy to let you guys stay for free in the 2 unruined rooms that he has still.
dear man, can you run a bath for me, please?
Wait, where's the other lady going to stay if we're in the only room?
Oh, well, so she has a room that's got a hole in the ceiling, and then he has his room, which he might give up if you guys try to talk. And then there's 2 empty rooms, and there's only 4 rooms, and he lives in one of them. Yeah,
And so she does not get an intact room.
yeah.
In
She's in the room that she was in when the rocks
In
fell.
fact, she had a
Intact room
non-intact room
for the last 4
for
days now.
several days.
Yes.
It didn't move to an intact room.
Yes. Well, yeah. Well, she was potentially unconscious for some of that time. Yeah. So it's like a little after lunchtime now. These are back. Villagers are all very happy to see you. I mean, there's still sadness. There's destruction in the village. There are people lost in the caves. There are people lost when the rocks fell. But it's a sober rejoicing as you guys come into town.
The real question is, do we take a long rest?
Yes.
I assume that you do.
So while they're resting, Zoro will clean up, and then he'll go out into the townsfolk, and then he'll tell, like, using his illusions and stuff like that, he'll tell the story of how he single-handedly saved all the townspeople. Right, even though the townspeople are the ones that he's telling the story to, that know what the truth is, he's still...
Well, they didn't see the battles.
Yes, but he will definitely position himself as being the one who did all this. It's like, yes. It's like, you should be happy that I was here to save all of you. It was the best day of your life.
You really researched the character.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to...
I like that last
I
one.
think that's...
So
I think that
we're doing a long rest then, right?
Yeah. And I assume we're stopping for the night, but I mean...
I would spend some time reading the Druidic theory of life and death.
Okay.
Through
Yeah.
time and-
and I do need to send you some thoughts on as you read through that.
I sharpen my blades and kick back
Also, is
and oil my gear.
I'm trying to find out if anyone knows what this potion is.
Kella still around?
Yeah, she's in her room.
Okay. I would like to, before we go to bed, I could ask her to sit down and talk with her about her experience.
Okay.
And
Zoro might be able to identify. I don't remember if he took Identify ever, but it was on his list of things to take at some point, so he might be able to tell you what it is. Alright. We'll have to talk to Chris.
I'd like to better understand like what happened to you.
To me? Well, I mean, I came up here, like I told you. It's not a very big town, but we're seeing if there's business opportunities up here.
Who's we?
Oh, I'm somewhat of a scout for different outfits. I'm not allowed to say what company sends me because it might. Right, with the coaster that's already here. Anyway, it's confidential.
Question for you.
Are you doing this someplace?
I didn't write it down.
Oh, I do have the name of the place. I just look it
I'm
up.
just joking.
I forget where would I find her? Would I find her in the tavern, like having a drink down below, or find her in her rooms?
She would probably come down and drink if there's free drinks because people are celebrating.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah,
definitely
in the common
downstairs.
room then. So I'd go and sit down with her.
Lion Shield Coster.
Do I see?
That's the name of the train post.
Do I know anything about this conversation she's having?
If you're slinking around the room, you would.
I'm not slinking. I'm drinking.
You're underneath the table. You're like
Super casual. walking around.
And super cool.
And
I
I
mean-
mean, slink. I just
with some shade.
move unobtrusively. The slinking makes it seem.
Oh,
Can you do this?
sliding
You
around
know
the
there are
room.
people.
I'm thinking of the stealthy, not like being going to be like this oily, like climb the villain in a
Ragged bear
melodrama
walking around.
movement.
It's about slings.
You said I got my extra spell slot.
You
Did I
actually
get my extra known spell at the same time. 'Cause I had
your
marked-
prepared spell.
Yes.
No, I didn't give that to you. I gave you the slot because last time when I gave this prepared slots spells first, people got confused with. Anyway.
I'm
at
confused.
the same time, I had Zone of Truth as my
Oh.
next spell to
Okay.
plain
You should just
I
give it
just-
to us.
Yeah. If you want to try,
Yeah, I would like to try to impose my will to get her to tell me.
I will give you that prepared spell because you have the most things to get to level 4. So
I just want to
she
see
makes a save of some sort.
if she recognizes deep skin
Okay, so you go sit close enough and scratch on the.
and do
Or
thieves'
make,
cant
or you can make a
signals that are
signal or something.
Okay.
midst of.
I'm pretty sure she fails.
Or drop some words.
I don't think she has any stat.
Charisma. Say,
Yeah, no.
13.
Okay, yeah, she rolled like a 5. I don't know. Her charisma's not high enough to get it up to past 10.
So everyone in a 15-foot radius of me is essentially affected.
That's like the whole common room.
A bunch of drunk people that are all
Yeah.
like letting
they
it all
they all have
out.
disadvantage also. So they all have to
Yeah.
tell the truth now.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law.
That was a lot of
The-
bad rolls on their parts.
They cannot speak a deliberate
Fights
lie.
break out
Right.
everywhere.
Okay.
So, did she recognize any thieves' cant?
So what sort of message are you sending with it?
I
This is my
am
question.
just asking
Do you know
if we
thieves'
have
cant?
people nearby.
She is trying to look. She's looking down a lot, kind of like people are kind of celebrating, but it's kind of somber because there's also been a lot of death, and she's kind of an outsider, and she's partaking in like the free drinks, but she's like looking like I'm not really part of this, and I'm happy that people are back and that I'm alive, but I'm not. But I'm trying to be respectful, right? So she's looking down a lot. She's not looking. You do notice, kind of at the side of the table, she does sign back to you. She acknowledges that message received, but she's trying to focus on him. Okay, so yeah.
Totally
So
no.
she failed her save. If that's something that you get to know, right?
I think I would.
You would know.
I played in the past that you would recognize someone went.
I think that's the way the spell was written. Is that you don't know if they failed. Anyway.
Tell
A 13 wisdom save?
Yeah.
I'm good.
You're probably the only one in the common room who is good. If Zoro's there, he might want to roll a save.
Still, I'm good.
Let's see. You sure?
I'm positive.
Oh no, Zoro's. Well, yeah, actually he would be there because he's like with the people, right? What kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Charisma save.
Charisma. Oh.
Oh, charisma.
Oh, so yeah, correct. Charisma.
That's even higher for him, I
Why
think,
does he only have a 10 charisma?
because he's a wizard.
I am
Wow.
His
okay.
stuff is in.
way
Rolled a
good.
10.
Okay.
You're charismatic.
Yes.
Does he have to tell the truth?
He cannot tell a lie.
Yeah, tell a lie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
He
mean,
cannot deliberately tell a lie.
persuasion, deception, those are all charisma based.
I cannot tell a lie. I was there today.
But you don't have to volunteer information. Is the it doesn't,
Yeah.
it doesn't force
You
truth.
can't-
It stops
you
lies.
You cannot lie. Is the idea. You don't have to tell the truth. You cannot lie. I try to hold her gaze,
Okay.
and
She notices that she does kind of look at you through her bangs.
know that the wound on your head is not concussive. What actually happened?
The wound on my head came from that thing. Those things that attacked us. One of them cut me when I tried to leave, which is why I stayed here.
You originally told me that it landed a piece of rock hit your head and you were knocked out.
Oh.
I didn't tell you that cut was from the rock.
So you indicated that you were knocked out and then you woke up.
I'm sorry if. I gotta.
Cannot lie.
This spell. I hate this spell as a DM.
The DM,
No,
let
no,
me
no.
introduce you to my friend called Retcon.
See him sitting there. I don't remember what I said 2 weeks ago. She's not lying.
So it's
not
not-
her now. It was just I don't know.
I appreciate that you tended my wound. I don't know that I should be blamed if you got the wrong impression about how I received it or
she's
why
always
that
people that
matters.
Oh dear, it's not that I got the wrong impression. It's that you
Clarence is scary when he's
said the word
He's scary when he's
that
intense like this.
you were knocked out from your ceiling caving in.
well.
And now you're telling me that one of the little fairies cut you.
The cut was from the fairy when I tried to leave.
Did you get knocked out?
When I woke up in the morning, everyone was gone.
So no.
Didn't say no. What are you?
So you did not get knocked out. You went to bed.
Maybe. I don't see why it matters. I couldn't
Why
leave.
Are you here
I'm scouting the area.
for
My
Who?
clients.
who are?
I'm not allowed to divulge that.
Oh, I think you are.
Zone of truth.
No, it's not something that I can divulge. I did have an associate with me who left to inform. I think he was going to Golden Fields to let them know about the damage that happened.
Go to where?
Golden Fields.
Golden Fields. Is that where you're from?
That's where I told you I came from when you were
Is
talking
that
to
where
me.
you're from? That's what you said. But I'm asking you now.
We need a pillar of moonbeam.
That is not where I was born. That is where I have been living.
For how long? What is your favorite shopping?
Golden Fields isn't the sort of town you go to go shopping. It is a well-defended agricultural community. It's the biggest thing in the area here on the edge of the Commonwealth. It is my base of operations. I travel a lot. I do scouting in different areas, so I don't know how to say how long I've lived there, since sometimes I might be gone for months. But that is where I have resided for a few years.
Zoro comes up. Is this turtle bothering you?
Seriously.
Zulkin Alsandrar.
Zolkin.
We've never heard of that.
XOLKIN. Zulkin Alexander. So Alexander, but without an X, and they're all A's instead of having an E's.
So we think she's being...
Well, I guess there's S's instead of, yeah.
So we think that she lied to us.
Yep, I know she lied.
Previously. Because now she's telling the truth, and she can't cover up the lie anymore.
Yep.
So, and we found her all the way back in one of the side rooms.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know...
But not in the cage.
She said she had got knocked out by the debris that fell down when the ceiling caved in.
Like, for like a day?
Yeah. And so she woke up, it was all this.
For a day.
Yeah.
And she somehow got separated from the rest of the villagers.
Yes. So that's why...
Somehow.
So they were leaving. So what she told you is that they were fleeing because the rock boulders were falling. She went back to her room in the inn to gather her stuff to flee with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then she woke up and the town was empty. That's what she told you.
And then she ended up in the cave.
And there was a rock in her room.
Yeah.
And then she woke up again in the cave?
No. This was the lady
she was
that
in the cave.
that Zoro was sitting on last week before you guys went to the cave.
Oh, Kella.
And
Kella. This is Kella.
the one who hid her room for 3 days.
Mm.
Yes.
I didn't realize that was her. I thought it was the other one.
I thought it was Daphne.
Daphne's
No,
up
no,
at
no,
the
sorry,
keep
this
with the
is
guards.
Kella.
So Zoro will definitely walk over to the table and sit down next to her and say, "Is he boring you with all these questions?"
Yes. Did you have something we could go do?
Absolutely.
Zoro.
I have lots of things we could do together.
Are you trying to...
How much does she want to leave this table?
No.
Do you want to go with this man? No.
I will do anything except go with you.
Maybe we could take a walk.
Oh, hold on. Do
I
I know?
love to walk. I do it quite well.
Do I know that Zone of Truth is in effect here?
Are you
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, roll a save, and then you would know whether.
Save 13.
Yeah, because they're aware, right, whether they save or not, right? Because they're compelled. Is that? It feels like this is the sort of thing you have to be aware happens to you.
I got a 16 plus whatever my charisma, 18.
Yeah, so you save, so you don't have to tell the truth.
But I know that this is.
But you felt something, trying to compel you to be honest.
Okay. I walk over to Zoro and I say, "You seem to have a pretty healthy image of yourself."
Yes, I do. Very healthy.
Aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions normally. So, everyone should be aware that it happened. So just emanate things.
But they can also avoid answering questions. So if you ask them something that they don't want to answer,
correct. So
they
cannot
could just
lie.
say, "I'm not going to answer that."
Correct. So they just can't lie, and they're aware it happened.
Okay.
Does your personality cover up something?
I think he would.
You've spoken volumes. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go enjoy my drink.
I think he would probably respond negatively, but I think that's a question for Chris to answer or not answer.
That's fine. You just be silent. That works.
I would say a hero without a soundtrack is merely a footnote.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
What are you gonna do next?
I'm gonna go to bed at some point. It's not that late yet, and then I'm gonna wait here until I am done with my mission and can go back home till my companion comes back.
What is your mission?
To scout to see if this location will work for my clients.
Scout
That's what you keep saying.
if this is a good location for them to set up shop.
What is good mean to you in this scenario?
If they can operate profitably.
What kind of
I'm
operation?
surprised she's still talking with you after all this time.
How long does it last?
Do I hear,
15 minutes. 2 minutes.
do I hear you asking what kind of operation this
It's
is?
up to you.
Yeah,
You're
if you
are.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to keep it quiet. But I'm just it's lots of going around. I'm just having I just sat down.
Are you still watching at least? Has she acknowledged your?
Yeah, once you acknowledge it, I keep an eye on it.
Yeah,
See
she gives a symbol for like help. To you.
Mayday.
Zoro's like,
Then-
so are we going for this
I
walk?
saunter over and say,
Yes.
I had some questions for you about the scouting missions you've been on. Can we take a walk and talk about that?
I would love a walk, and
I'll
my
have
drinks about
this
God.
I'll tell you what we talk about later, Clarence, okay? Is there anything you
Maybe
wanna know?
we should walk as the sun begins to set. It's a better time for
Oh,
seeing everything.
very well. I agree.
More point. Okay, it's not centered on me. I can't walk with you. I stay tipping behind you the entire time. It's centered on a point. I don't trust you.
He's being truthful.
I'm sorry. Actually, I don't know if I am sorry.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that. I am not sorry.
What Redcliffe does not ask is whether you trust him.
I don't know that I need your trust, and I'm not sure that we're gonna see each other again.
It's a small world.
She.
He does this motion.
I haven't even do that voice and stare at me. He has like not blinked. It is a little intense to be here. She walks with you.
I've added a trait of Clarence now that he does not like being lied to.
And to be honest, it feels like it fits. So
Yeah.
And he works in the medical profession?
Yeah, he just gets in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to
You
get
mess
away from
around
the rest
with
of them and
Clarence.
ask them some questions.
yeah, she's happy to walk with you. Do you want this?
Specifically, away from these people and ask them some questions.
That's rude.
Okay, so she's happy to walk off with you. Thank you. That was
I'll have
a
to
little
text
intense.
them to you because
Okay.
we are not away
Yeah.
from.
Yep. Oh yes. That was gonna be yeah. So I didn't understand. I was thinking the characters, but I was gonna ask you, do you want to do this? Yeah.
Me
Okay.
as in David or me as in Clarence?
Yeah.
Because either way I'm offended.
Thank you.
I
That
will
was
say
very
that
helpful.
Not all members of the table are good at separating game knowledge from player knowledge.
Am I one of those people?
I am not in the zone of truth, so I
So here is what I'll tell you, David. I find it difficult, and this is not just for D&D, for any game. Like if my daughter sits next to me and she lets her cards slip, it is very hard for me to not use that knowledge, even if I'm actively trying not to.
I'm just full of it.
It's tough for all of us.
Yeah.
But like Zorro is keeping secrets from the table for a reason, right? Because we're not always great at keeping those separate.
No,
So
I completely understand and agree with
Yeah.
you.
Well, the thing is what is I think that Chris and Scott have shared their secrets so they can play each other's characters, and they're both gone. Anyway, that's why I'm like, this is such a bad combination.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
So while they're off walking, Eodin's gonna mingle with like all the villagers and just find out whether they're like needing anything, whether they're like having to rebuild their houses or stuff like that, and then basically he's gonna give away all his gold to whoever might need it.
Okay. So
now, are you changing the way you pronounce your character's name for real?
Eodin? Aeon? Yeah, I just mispronounced it. Aeon. Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4 of the 8 residences have been smashed, at least partly. The inn has had damage on 2 corners. And I can look up the families if you want names.
Is it 4 residents?
They're 4 of the house of the residences.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's going to give like 40 gold piece to everybody, like the innkeeper.
The innkeeper, and then each of the 4 heads of family.
Reconstruction funds.
Yeah. He's just,
They are very grateful.
I hope this helps. It's not a mere token I have, but hopefully it will help you if you need
Well, I don't
help
know.
lifting anything heavy in the next few days. I'm
Did
here.
you collect any gold out of that?
Yeah.
A tiefling comes up to you
I
and
don't
it's
know
like,
the amount yet, so it's not
I
that
think
big.
you're a man
So
of
if
nature. Is that
anything
safe
listed
to
at that
assume?
party
Aye.
that will-
Most of our crops are okay, but
185 or
if
two?
there's anything you think you can do
I
while
have
you're
217.
here to help with the harvest ending up being good or repairing
Well, you know,
damaged
you can
plants or that might also
yeah.
that you've already been so generous, but if you just
It would
want
be my
to-
pleasure.
want
An
to
honor
look at the
to
fields.
help you with your crops.
yeah, I'm the midwife,
I know that there were
but
times when I
you
said
should-
it.
you should
that
check-
Only Joe
look at the
was paying
fields and just
attention,
see
even
if you
though I
have any
did it
advice to
multiple times.
Aye.
Oh, I haven't added it every time you said Kelly's here.
So because we have a tavern, a bunch of people around now, we got the townspeople back.
And we're not good at
Um,
doing that after
Rex,
that, so I'll-
The way he's going to entertain himself is like challenge and work with townsfolk to like roll stones out
Okay.
from like buildings and like slowly clean stuff up as we're
I
celebrating
should change
together.
back to the. I didn't actually export the map, but
So pizza strength contests as
Yeah.
people get progressively more
let me
festive and the evening wears on,
you all to 4.
but using it proactively to help them out.
This is scary. I have less than the rest of you.
You have what?
Less than the rest of you.
How did that happen?
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
That's not right.
Yeah, I don't actually know if Aeon has 400 or
It's
200 gold.
154.
154.
I've been tracking it.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't quite have enough to give
Do you have
40 to
secrets?
each.
Or 30, I said 30.
Oh, 30, okay. Okay.
30, yeah, whatever it ends up being. I mean, it's about
Yeah.
30, 35. Well,
Yeah.
He doesn't have any left.
You
I
give it
don't
all,
want to dump
evenly. Yeah.
I don't need it.
I love it. Yeah.
Rex doesn't even carry gold.
I think we're very similar that way. Don't need this.
Let me see what I did.
It's interesting to see these backgrounds that are made for a wide monitor to be on a tall monitor. So you're missing like the 2/3 of it. Oh, it's gonna be on the screen. Okay. Sorry, I was gonna put the village up. Go ahead and give me some strength checks here.
Yeah. Happily.
You. Open map.
That'd be a 12.
Okay, it says 2. I got a 17 plus 4. 21.
And 21.
Okay.
Rolling Rocks. Rolling Rocks.
Yeah, it's,
Remake a village.
Screen mode. Okay. Not that one.
This one, yeah.
That one. Yep. And then
Full screen.
If you Windows key up arrow, it'll fill in the whole screen.
hide controls.
Yeah.
And then I think I want to zoom all the way out just because we can. Okay. Yeah, so people, especially, Control Z. I forget how to.
Just escape.
Right
No. Just not just escape.
Double click.
Oh no, that brings my things back.
Control Z.
Alt home.
There we go.
Alt F4.
That makes your game run faster.
Okay. Yeah, so here is the first floor of the inn. So people are happy to start with this first boulder here. Do you let them go first, or do
This
you?
one or this one?
Oh,
That one's
we're
in the
making
common
a
room.
contest out of
This
it.
one.
Yeah, that one you have to roll out the door because that came through the ceiling and smashed the walls.
Yeah. We're making a contest to
Okay. Do you let them try first? Show them up, or do you?
Yeah. I let
So,
them try.
so one of the bigger guys comes and he goes and he barely like gets it up like maybe a quarter roll. You go and you just like halfway.
Shot put this thing out the door.
And he makes a new, and you make a new hole.
Yeah, the other side. This is the fastest way to get out this wall.
And they're very happy to start like cheering you on and like encourage you because you're doing work and it's fun.
Yeah.
They need some celebration.
That's right.
To this theme song.
Until you like move.
Clean up. Put away.
Yeah, until you like move this boulder and find a body under it. But
Oh, that one.
that one too. But I don't know that you would move that one. It's not like on a house or anything. Yeah, there were a couple people that got killed.
Yeah, we roll them off into the water.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Do all of the dwarves start singing hi ho?
There's just the one.
Is it a dwarf village?
The owner of the inn is a dwarf, and he was kind of the spokesman in the cave. He's the one that was most forward going.
As Eodin
More
dreams
like
of being in a dwarf village one day.
But he can still walk around singing
as we're doing
Yes.
this. I hope. I hope.
I'll check out.
He starts seeing if people wagers as people challenge Kingsley. He starts making wagers like, who thinks that
Bob.
that Bob in 3 pushes of the boulder can make it further than my friend here, Kingsley, and he like pats you on like your lower back because that's about as high as he can reach.
Yeah.
Reaches up, touches your butt.
Right on the left. Yeah.
Just taking wagers, and they're like wagering like coppers and like hose that are made of nice steel and anyway.
I didn't think this was that kind of bar, but okay.
People are happy.
I will bet my hose. What? How many of them do you have?
Let it be happy.
We see someone in purple velvet.
I need to think more carefully before I use words in front
With
of
a glass
these.
skull in the top of it.
Yeah. Big feather out of his cap. It's great. Little leopard print.
Here we go. Here's another notch. Notch down
Anyway.
the spiral.
Yeah. So you can easily
sounds good.
spend the rest of the daylight moving boulders if that's what you want to do, and
Yeah.
you outlast most of the competition.
Get a good workout. from it.
But people are still willing to like be there and like cheer you on. They're just
Oh, see, you
Huffing
gotta take your legs, squat down a little bit, and then you can really get up underneath us. See these pecs?
I'll check out the fields as well.
I don't remember if I put any boulders in a field, but
Or no, I mean for use up the crops needed.
yeah.
Don't use your back. Oh.
Yeah, so
See if there's anything unusual.
A bunch of pumpkins were being.
so stuff is pretty early and growing, so if things have been disrupted, they can probably be replanted without too much damage.
But which pumpkin field should we start with?
All the pumpkins.
You are able to give them some pointers on cultivation. They're farmers, but you know nature, and
Yes.
you're
It's like these plants over here, they'll be much happier if you were to move them to the other side where they wouldn't be so much in the shade.
and where the sun hits them at the right time of day.
Aye,
Yeah.
Do that and it'll increase your yield threefold.
They're happy to take notes. They're not really wanting to get into that much work right now, but they're writing down what you say, and they.
Sure, Gramps. Yeah.
Very good.
Morak, sorry, I forgot what I need to do next. Morak comes up to you guys as it's beginning to be like dusk. Is anyone who would still be in the common room? You're
I would
out.
be. I was
Okay.
I have my familiar back. That's
You took the time to cast it.
Yes. Well, we're in the room, and then I'll just be nonchalantly talking with my Sphinx.
It's just pissed at you.
I'm thinking
Well,
man.
Excuse me, sir. I was wondering. I want to ask you a favor. Where you folks are headed next?
Next. That's a question for tomorrow.
Okay.
Pick up.
In the morning when you come for
To be
breakfast,
continued, children.
I would like to to talk about and see if
My walk
Ask you
is
a favor.
done, but I cannot help with manual with lifting stuff.
Says
Sorry.
the 6 foot tall half bear.
You get strength of 8 and a dex of 8.
You can point out the rocks. Oh,
all
one
about
over here. We can flag it.
I mean, if I can use my dex, then I'll
Deftly maneuver the rock.
Yeah.
hide.
Yeah.
If you're doing work I'm not doing.
Okay.
Hi, Kingsley.
So if
Yeah.
You up for a little boulder throwing contest?
I thought you'd never ask.
But Zoro, if he wants to bother Kaylin,
Start chucking
Oh,
it in
yeah.
the water.
mind you, in our talk, I did warn her
she's
not dumb enough to.
she
admit the
let you know
warning.
that she has been using him. Yeah. Okay.
My character's a little inebriated, so I don't know how much.
Yeah. Would you make sure that you all talk to me before you take off tomorrow or whenever you're planning on leaving?
Sure,
And who's
Steve.
this? This is
This is Morak, the innkeeper. He
okay.
wants, he wants to ask a favor, but wants to know where you're going. To know what favor to ask.
I'm going to change his English to my image. Right, Roger.
A lack more.
Maybe don't go back to the room.
Maybe.
That would be boring.
Are you there still?
Yeah, I'll be reading the book.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna camp out in the yard because the The 7 of you in 2 rooms is a little much. You can sleep in my room. You and I don't know about the little guy. I don't know that.
He's asleep in my shell.
You don't know that he's housebroken?
Not how I was gonna put it.
We learned that he's not housebroken. He's been defecating on all the time.
And then we found out they're all just illusions.
The 2 of you that are maybe most respectful could use my room. Give you a little more space. And I think you're one of them.
Wait, the 2 of us who are respectful?
The 2 most respectable.
Okay, it's Grandpa and...
he like Grandpa chooses, yeah.
So the list would just be me.
The bed might be a little small for most of you.
I'm surprised that she would be offering that after that intense interaction.
No, this is more like the dwarf. Yeah. Yeah, no. Kayla's not come back in.
No, she's gone.
Yeah.
We're never seeing her again.
Really? Is she gone? Zoro's looking around for her. He's like,
you've
look at this.
Zoro.
This is the golden hour.
She's in the group. She's one of the last holdouts cheering on the rock exercises, the Scottish games of Boulderlands.
Oh yes. Well, are we rolling to see who's
Sure,
the
yeah.
furthest?
Oh.
You guys find like
This is a contest.
Oh yes.
these rocks that are like 2 feet in diameter. You're gonna
Yes.
see who can chuck them.
Oh, shuck that
They ask
rock.
that you stand at the drawbridge and throw them out of town, so you're
Yes,
not going to
we'll try.
risk hurting the palisade. But
6.
I got 16.
okay.
Ooh,
I think I pulled something.
It's understandable.
my
You've been moving rocks all day. I'm sure you got more than
You hear
than
Wraithwood
that.
call out. You hear Wraithwood call out. Come on, 2 out of 3.
Don't worry, nothing.
All right.
All right.
Kayla's like, I'm putting the
I'm
silver.
getting that one.
Not an 8.
He actually did pull something.
Still better.
I should have pushed it.
I'm ready to go for the
You're not
third.
quite
if you
sure.
like. 3 out of 5.
Yeah, okay, let's do the third.
You're not sure where it's coming from, but you hear giggling. You can recognize his voice.
That was a lot of fun.
Should be disadvantaged at this point. I feel like
Yeah. Tennis elbow.
It's okay. You understand you're dragging kind of. They were fragile.
Comes out as
The energy in what little
More
of
about
the
the
crowd
embarrassment,
remains kind of dies down, and they begin to disperse.
You fall
I'm
off the
gonna sit
ladder.
this one out.
It's okay. I understand.
Dude,
I say
you were
need to
tough
get
when
some
it
of
counted.
You've had a rough day.
Thank you.
He did block a lot of attacks.
And he killed the Red Hat
Yeah.
on his own with what was it? 3 attacks? 4 attacks?
Well,
A couple attacks.
Yeah, he destroyed
he
operating
finished
systems. It's a tough
it
work.
off. You had already done.
No, I thought he was attacking the one that had the.
Well, I killed the one with the trident, and then I got
Yeah.
behind the other one. And
So yeah, so you
chopped it up.
two did both did damage to them.
Okay.
You did, yeah. So the first one you sneak attacked and surprised and almost killed. Well, half killed. And then he finished it. Well, then you hit it again, and then he finished it. And then the other one you did about half damage, a little more than half, and then he did the rest. And he would have kept going if it weren't then, I'm sure.
I think he used his second win, so I think that was
Yeah.
it for him.
Yeah.
But it
Okay.
also took over him, so that was.
I blew everything,
He was-
actually. I only had one
He was.
spear.
He did it. So that's why you hear from wherever Wraithwood is.
Oh.
You're
I'm gonna give
good when you
okay.
counted.
Thank you, sir.
Zoro
It's good to fight with you. You're good.
Thaumaturgy.
Strong.
Thaumaturgy. Thank you for the time in the cave. It seemed like he was using it. Anyway, but I'll tell Chris that.
Kill them. That's what counts.
I have to ask, how much damage did I actually do to that blood pudding?
None.
Damage
The none. And then you did something.
with that the Hunger of Hadar. You did so. So the diminutive ones had 5 life, and so even at half damage, which was let's say like 7. The small one had 3 hit points left, so even at half, it was none. And then it took the medium one took full 15 damage.
I feel a little better than this.
Yeah.
Progress.
Anyway,
Good.
so unless there's anything else you want to do tonight,
I sent you a
Oh.
note, so
Oh.
you should read it.
You could have.
There's,
I will send you a note about what we talked about.
I will not send you a note,
With Kayla.
but you could have Chris follow up with Kayla on their date or whatever. But I think everyone else is going to rest for the night.
apparently, I don't know what you're saying.
And then Do we have any plans of where we want to go next?
Instant game response is on. Note you can go to game settings, turn that off. You have 5 seconds.
The innkeeper wants to talk to us in the
I
morning.
don't know why it did that.
Now everyone can see your map.
I'm trying to help Greg kind of set up the next little
You
bit.
might want to.
Yeah, so if in your original map here, there were kind of 3 towns out of the forest. There was one on the east side, one on the north side, one on the west side. You guys came out of the west side of the thing. So I'm going to assume that you want to go to Golden Fields here. And Morak was going to, if you talked with him, he was going to help provide that information. But that was, but you could go anywhere.
We go that way.
Back in the forest.
Back in the forest.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be on point for us.
Okay.
Into the Underdark.
I'm definitely. I would
Where's
say
we can
that.
see your screen?
I will respond to these messages later because
We can see your screen.
You can see your screen.
Yeah.
Parents are curious
Yeah.
about
All my
All your secrets. All your
secrets.
secrets.
I meant to unplug the thing, and anyway.
All your secrets are belong to us.
I don't know why it decided suddenly to mirror it instead of.
Thank you for the cave dungeon. That was fun.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Thank you for spending the whole time. I mean, I was prepared for other stuff, but
Oh.
anyway, I didn't expect.
Nope.
You didn't expect us to be so thorough?
That's not how we rolled.
Well, I did expect it to take up most of the time, but then when you guys find the prisoners, like immediately, I'm like, oh well, we're gonna get to the rest of the stuff.
The only thing I'm disappointed about, I wanted to kill that last quick link.
Yeah.
It was so tempting to have it because I think it could have taken out one of you before it ran, but anyway.
Not today.
But I'm like, it would run.
Oh,
it
yeah,
would
is this?
try to survive.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm getting
That could
I won't
be.
be here. I'll be. I'm
Oh.
going to see next session, sadly.
Will you roll now to recharge your thing? 1d4 plus
Oh,
1 since you're spending the night. At sunset, it recharges.
Also, my character would probably inspect it a little bit because I think he must have felt something. He had to roll for a wisdom check.
Yeah, so it's powerful as when he shot it. It's hard to aim.
Right, but he's like curious about. Maybe he's more curious about the artifact itself.
Yeah.
Learning more about it. 4.
Okay, so you recharged it.